Hey, I don't mind joining in on the stream, but I won't be too interested in talking about Pokemon too much. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're just about ready here. God, I need to stop. I probably need to stop using the Xenoblade 3 menu theme for the background music because then I'm gonna get spoiler recommendations on my YouTube, and I don't want that.
Feel ya. I've heard that song so much now.
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised I'm not tired of it actually, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't want to be tired of it.
Oh yeah, it's a good song. Actually, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that Xenoblade 3 has its own like pause menu theme, and
Yeah.
it's like super.
I think
It's like beats to chill by like tier, you know.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but like it reminds me of how like good the pause theme was in GoldenEye 007 on N64. You know, because it's like not a whole lot of games have like actual music for their pause menus, or at least not ones that I can remember off the top of my head, or at least they're catchy ones anyway. You know, but so yeah, we're back with more Grand Colosseum here. Yeah, we're back in more Grand Colosseum. I went off screen and I didn't train or anything, but I went on PK Hex and turned or got EVs on all my Pokemon and stuff. So the thing I found out was actually every Shadow Pokemon I caught up to this point had 31 perfect IVs in every stat. So I think that's a fixed thing that this ROM hack has.
Oh, well, that's good. Nice Curlia.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Curlia on this team because I mean I like Espeon, and Espeon has a really good moveset in this game. But I want to have a Psychic Fairy, and I mean I might switch around some things. I haven't like this team isn't final. It's just kind of like early game Colosseum. You kind of have to kind of scrape around for a solid set of Pokemon to use until you actually start purifying Pokemon, which is a little later into the game than you might think. And there's just so many Pokemon I don't know who I want to use right now, but I think right now this will probably be good enough. I don't think I'm going to use Umbreon for a while, but Umbreon will be a good like tank just in case we need it. And then I may or may not use Espeon because there's also another. I'm thinking about using it depending on what I find for a fairy type. I might not use Curlia, but we'll see once we get purified Pokemon and more Shadow Pokemon in our box. So that's what we're gonna do.
Does Colosseum have like a type favorable types? As in like, you know, like the Pokemon you face throughout the story or whatever are like...
Well, in this ROM hack, it doesn't really matter too much because there's actually more Shadow Pokemon and actually more of a variety of Pokemon.
Oh, that's good.
But in regular Colosseum was really weird.
The reason I ask is because Pokemon Legends Arceus definitely is lopsided in favor of Psychic Pokemon, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
yeah.
That was really weird. You pointed that out, and I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. But like in original Colosseum, Misdreavus was the only Ghost type Pokemon in the game. And the thing with Gen 3 was that all Ghost moves were physical. So Misdreavus Shadow Ball really wasn't doing as much as it should have been doing because it uses its physical attack stat instead of the special for Ghost type moves.
Does Amazing Colosseum have more Ghost Pokemon then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And also Misdreavus is Ghosted Fairy in this game.
Ah, neat. Well, I'm glad they fixed that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think where I caught Magmar, I'm pretty sure the trainer that I caught it with would have had a Shadow Slugma, and I think that was like besides Quilava, that was like the only other fire-type Pokemon in the game as well. Oh no, I mean there's Houndoom, but that was like really late into the game, like final area late. But you know, so I think what I'm gonna stick with is Magmar and Croconaw at the very least, and then we'll see what we come across. Because I don't know what the Shadow Pokemon are in this game. So I don't think I have like any items. Let me go buy some stuff. Also I like I gave myself some potions and stuff because like you don't start off with a lot of money in this game, and you're gonna be spending it a lot on Pokeballs, and sometimes, you know, you'll run through a lot of Pokeballs and not get anything out of it.
I don't blame you for trying to reduce some of the grind. It is an RPG after all.
Yeah.
It's slow.
Yeah. If you wanted to purify all the Shadow Pokemon too in the original game, there was a lot of grinding you had to do.
Yeah, in the meantime, in the background, I'm just working on collecting drops from enemies so that I can get level 10 gems.
Oh, nice, cool. I did some more stuff yesterday. I pretty much just explored the entire Cadencia region. And
did you run into the cave that's full of level 90s?
I think so. I think I did.
Yeah, if you can sneak your way through all the way to the end of it, there's a pretty cool accessory there. But
oh, cool!
Good luck getting there without dying.
I gotten through some of the caves
hiding behind 2 level 102 chickens.
Oh my god. Well, I did go through one cave in the first area in the game where there's like level 70 something monsters, and I got a few of the chests in there with accessories, so I was pretty proud of that. I also tried out a Soul Hacker that was more of a dodge tank, but it didn't really work out for me with the arts I had and the skills I had. I wasn't drawing enough aggro, and it was just kind of falling apart on me. So I was like, okay, you know what? I think Soul Hacker right now is just good for like pure out attacking. Right now, it wasn't even that. I even tried a physical bulk tank. And
I switched my Soul Hacker to a defender because I wanted. I'm running it on Neo, and she's like better. She's just better as a defender. I find it seems like. I don't know. It's just like there's like class aptitude and stuff too, but like I don't know.
Well, I mean, that was her initial class.
She survives. Yeah, she survives better with more HP, so that's better. I don't know. It's kind of cool that you can change Soul Hacker's class.
Right. I just wish I could draw more aggro because I wasn't drawing enough aggro to do anything.
Yeah, the best way to get yourself drawing more aggro is to use direct things that boost aggro, and then also things that boost attack, because obviously the more damage you're doing, the more you're going to full aggro.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I just couldn't get it to work with what I had available.
Yeah, I don't know. Even so, like I have a Lone Exile also on my team right now, and that's pulling most of the aggro most of the time. So.
Yeah, but I just want them to both kind of share.
Lone Exile's really good at pulling aggro in this game.
It really is. It's better. It's gotten better at doing it. It wasn't as good when I started out with it, but it was a lot better. So we got poison type Pokemon here. So I might want to switch Curlia out because it doesn't have any psychic moves right now. I think I'll switch Croconaw in. I got the Intimidate off too, which will help a bit. Yeah, I went for the Poison Tail. That would have probably killed Curlia. And I can get the Thunder Wave off to slow Golbat down a bit. Although I think we also got intimidated from Arbok, because Arbok has Intimidate as well. But, yeah, so... Oh, God, I was doing Dig. Oh, God, I hate this. So when that happens, your Pokemon doesn't move at all. when you have a hyper mode, which sucks because even in they fixed that in XD, thankfully. But oh god, kind of in a tight spot, and I can't really switch Magmar in because he'll take damage from Dig. Anyway, I wanted Soul Hacker to be more of a tank class, but I just couldn't get it to work with what I had at my disposal at that point. But I'm sure I'll get more arts and skills that'll help that later on.
Yeah, it becomes pretty good. You just have to, like, it's like a real grind to get everything, obviously, especially if you, I mean, it's not too big of a deal as long as you plan on killing all the unique monsters anyway, but
yeah,
definitely, it's worth noting that you can link the Soul Hack, like, skill to non-Soul Hacker classes to keep the effect of getting the skills. Yeah. So you don't actually have to run a Soul Hacker in your party. Yeah,
I do kind of wish some of the skills could be transferred over to other classes, but you know.
Yeah, well, you know. It's like put it this way. I think Soul Hacker is was kind of their attempt at following up what they did with Poppy Swap, but Poppy Swap was just better.
Well, it was better once it's fully realized, but Soul Hacker is definitely better to actually gain the things it needs to work.
Yeah, the execution was better, but the actual you know, the actual like versatility of it is arguably not as interesting.
Yeah. Also, I think they made Arbok Poison Dark in this game because he took he resisted Crunch. But that will keep me on my toes at least, is the type changes that I'm not aware of. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much not doing any more regular quests at the moment. I don't think there's any missable ones, so I think I'm good there.
You mean in Xenoblade 3? You're just
Xenoblade 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'm doing all the Ascension quests because obviously that's good. I do kind of wish you got another regular art from the movesets instead of along with the talent art, because I feel like that would add a bit more versatility.
I think that, if anything, I feel like it would be nice to, if I could ask for one thing, it would have been for, like, once you make it to level 20 or something, you get a second better talent art or something, you know?
Yeah.
So you have, like, options for what you want to do here, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty neat. But, you know, it's not too big of a deal. I think that the number of things that they actually included in the game, all things considered, is actually quite high. I mean, every class has a lot more versatility than, say, each driver did in Xenoblade 2, right? Like, each driver only had, like, each weapon class for each driver only has 4 arts, so you get to throw one in the trash, basically.
Yeah, and a lot of the times I felt like one of the arts didn't hold up as good as the other ones either. I mean, and that's the case for some of the classes in this game too, but
there are some exceptions, but for the most part, that was kind of how it was. Realistically, in Xenoblade 2, at the high end at least, you always want to prioritize number of hits over high damage, just because a lot of times, like, the better blades anyway are going to be hitting damage cap. So
yeah, because they have their own passive stuff to boost their damage and stuff. And also equipment and whatnot.
Yeah, so like Talos would probably be one of the strongest blades in the whole game, if not for the fact that she just runs into damage caps so easily.
Right.
And her moves don't hit that many times, you know?
Yeah, well, only her specials. Her specials hit many times, but.
Yeah, her special, her level 4 is one of my favorite specials, just animation-wise in the game.
Oh yeah, I like it too.
They did a really good job. They just did a really good job with Talos. I think it's, love letter to Xenosaga fans, probably. But
obviously, yeah.
Xenosaga, so. I could care less. I just think that she's cool.
I bought Xenosaga 2 on vacation last month, so I have that. But that was like the only one I was able to find there. So I know that's not like the favorite Xenosaga game, but it's like at least it's one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Someday I'll probably try to get. The problem is like I don't even have like my PS2 is only like it's like an old PS2 Slim. I'm not really concerned about that though. I feel like I could just, you know, download an ISO of the game and burn it and play it that way if I felt like it. But,
I think it's pretty easy to do that for PS2 games.
yeah, you don't even need a mod like a memory card mod or anything anymore. You can literally just burn games and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
just as easy as Dreamcast hacking.
It literally is. It's crazy to me that,
Well,
that it took like years after the fact that PS2 it succumbed to the same problem the Dreamcast did.
Which is
like,
odd.
The exploit in the Dreamcast was video discs. And
yeah.
What is the exploit in the PS2? Guess what? DVDs.
It's just so weird considering that's like the easiest burnable disc format. It was hard to, hard to do.
It's definitely kind of cool though. I'm always happy to hear about that sort of thing. Like, you know, where a console comes out and then years after the fact it's like, oh yeah, well, you know, now you can just burn a DVD. You just have to like download a software that patches the ISO and then burn it. And
right. And like, they already do that for Gamecube, so there's probably a ton of them out there.
Yeah. Well, the only real problem with the Gamecube is like mini discs are a pain.
Yeah.
So.
Do Fire Punch.
I mean, the Wii, it doesn't even need discs burnt. You could just stick a USB stick in there, you know?
Right.
And the Wii U, I mean, trust me, nobody wants to burn Wii U games anyway.
Yeah. I mean, they want to burn them, but not like you think. So like not like you think.
Yeah, not quite. Nobody wants to burn Wii U games. All I know is it's pretty weird to me how the Wii U is like disc-wise is so unstable.
Yeah.
I have multiple friends who had the system like through its lifespan. I got it late, right? Like I got it in 2017 because I tend to jump aboard like Nintendo consoles pretty late in generation unless it's a handheld. But Nintendo doesn't do handhelds anymore, so I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
But yeah, all the friends I had who had a Wii U said that like buying used Wii U games is like a complete crapshoot because the disc can look completely perfect, 100% pristine, and then you put it in the Wii U and it's like disc read error.
Yeah, I think I had one issue with that, but I can't remember what game it was. I don't even know if I have it anymore.
Apparently, the issue is mainly just that the Wii U discs have like a special coating on them, and you can't see the coating. And
okay, I think I know what you're talking about though, because they look a lot different if you look closely.
Yeah, you can't really see the coating, but that coating is very easy to damage with any kind of chemical. Like, even just like water, if you rub it hard enough, is bad. So, yeah, that's apparently a problem. And so that's like a thing. And then also like it's not just the discs though. Like I've also seen like people on the Wii U subreddit who are just like, hi, my Wii U, I turned it on after like a few months of it being unplugged, and it says this, and it's just like system memory corrupted. Call Nintendo. And it's like, yeah, apparently the NAND flash chips they used in the thing aren't like holding up that well. You know, like there's just all these things that can go wrong with it. It's like, oh no.
It's really sad when you find out like the inner workings of something like that.
Yeah. The good thing is that if you mod your Wii U and you make a NAND backup, somebody made a thing recently that exploits the Wii U over the USB port, and it works even on systems that are bricked.
Huh. So you can pretty much bypass the system entirely in that case then.
So what you could do in those cases is like say your NAND gets corrupted or whatever, you have a backup. Somebody made a program that runs on like an Arduino with a USB port attached to it that you just plug into the thing, and it boots up a special menu that you can use to reflash the NAND and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's like, so you can actually like force recover your Wii U, which is like probably more than most people can. Most consoles don't get that kind of like user level debugging, so it's kind of neat. I just thought it was a cool thing.
It is cool. Me and my brother used to make fun of Weepin' Bell's like Pokemon Stadium and Colosseum and XD model because of just how weird it is. And then now me and my friends on our friend group, we have like a Weepin' Bell Pog emote because it looks like it's pogging. It's just I don't know why Weepin' Bell's model just looks so entertaining to me. I don't know why. It's just one of the more memorable ones for me.
That is a strange looking Pokemon, you're right.
It's a classic Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like when it does its move, it's like pogging hard. It's like. Oh, that reminds me, like, in like the Pokemon anime, where James had a Victory Bell. That was like a running joke for a while, where Victory Bell would always eat him. But like in the episode where he first gets Victory Bell, he said he left his Weeping Bell somewhere, but we never seen him catch a Weeping Bell before, and it's just now a Victory Bell. So I was like, okay. I was like, where was this missing thing?
Huh.
Anime
continuity is weird.
There's a lot of anime continuity errors, especially in the English version of
Well, there's
the
just
first
stuff that they just completely cut from the English localization. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There's tons and tons and tons of things, banned episodes. Like a good quarter of the entire first season of Pokemon is like banned episodes, or episodes that just were never released in the US.
That thing annoys me. Not because it's like I have a problem with them banning the episodes, but I have a problem with them not localizing the episodes that they're not going to air. I think that they should always, like, if you're going to localize or make a show, like, you should make a version of it that's complete, like 100% complete, and then make your cuts afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna cut for airing on television, I get it. But like, if you're gonna release these things on like DVD or whatever later on, like, even if you have to separate the releases or something, right? Like, so you know, like, I just don't think that that's good. I don't think it's good for them to do that in general. It just sucks, but.
Yeah,
if they're gonna have to do it, at the very least they can make it so that home releases still have all this stuff in it, right?
Yeah, it's a bit. It's just a weird thing. It's hard to explain. I do love this. This is one of my favorite battle themes in the Colosseum and XD games. Is the third round music.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I have the stream muted, but
yeah.
I can.
I do think Colosseum and XD have some really good music that it'd be cool if like Pokemon did the thing where Kirby did, where they'd bring back really obscure music or just Easter eggs from games no one really talks about anymore.
Yeah,
they don't...
Kirby's Dream Buffet has some weird references in music in it.
Right.
It's got like Kirby's Block Ball music and stuff like that. Stuff you would never expect. And
right.
I'm a big fan of Kirby's Block Ball. That's like one of the best breakout ones ever made.
Yeah. And I was like, I wish Pokemon would do that with like stuff like maybe like Pokemon Pinball music or like this game for example, because they act like these games never existed. Which is weird because I remember these games were made by a company that was made up of like 8 former Dragon Quest developers, and they were commissioned with making a Pokemon game for the Gamecube, and they wanted to make like a one with like a story and stuff like that. But hang on, I got a spam call. But it's because Game Freak didn't develop this, and I think the studio that did development is like now dissolved into Pokemon Company.
Yeah, that kind of thing seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, but I wish they would like reference this game more. The closest thing we got was in Pokemon Go. They actually had Shadow Pokemon, but not in the way like this game had. But it's like basically another extra step to like making a powerful Pokemon in Pokemon Go. They act like it's like a completely brand new thing that they've never tried before, but it's like, no, you made a game. So why does Haunter have Muddy Water? I forget what move it used, but that's like, or maybe that was Sludge Wave. But they wrecked our shit. Uh-oh, this might not be good. Hopefully Paralyzing Haunter will do good because he's really fast.
I wonder if any future Xenoblade thing. Well, I mean, I guess it's unlikely, but given the only thing that's left really for this specific iteration of Xenoblade is the DLC or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But I always kind of was kind of hoping secretly that one of the super bosses would be the return of Avalanche Odyssey.
Yeah, it's surprised they wouldn't do that, but I think
because like I just wanted a super boss that's like so hard that it's stupid. You know what I mean?
right, and also
like, it's just been fun. It would have been fun to puzzle out how to deal with it.
that reminds me, early chapter 4. There's a dragon near Colony Lambda, but no one brings up like, hey, we just beat up a dragon, or like, how come there's dragons in here? There's just a singular dragon and it's like no one's brought it up since, and I'm like,
I think that Dragu or whatever are just a type of thing that people in this world know about.
I know, but it's just so weird. I was like, oh, hey, we beat up a dragon. Rock Smash.
One of the super bosses is a dragon, by the way.
Okay, well, I mean, I was hoping to see more of them and not just have it there for no reason. So.
I think it was my favorite one. There's like the final super boss is really cool too, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it kind of just feels like he just kills whoever he's aggroing, and then everybody else has to just, like, you know, stay out of his AoE, right?
Yeah.
But it's really easy to build a party that never has that problem, because all you have to do is, like, make sure that they have arts that make them position to the side, always. If you just load someone up on, like, load your party up on arts that make them do side attacks, then only the person who has aggro is going to get killed, and then everybody else won't.
Huh. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should think about doing that.
It's pretty easy to do, at least for. I mean, it probably works for any enemy that has AoE that's like a fan shape in front of them, you know?
Yeah.
But
so I think I realized when you said that. I think I realized what the problem I was having was. So I had Uni on Yumsmith, and
Yumsmith is actually good.
Yeah, Yumsmith is really good. But I put determination on her because the stance effect that gives you like more damage and less damage taken in a field is like super good. But she wasn't standing in any of the fields because she was on the AI. She wasn't standing in any of the fields that we were putting up because she was.
It's interesting you mentioned that actually. The AI are actually pretty weird about how they want to stand. It's
Yeah.
like hard to explain. Sometimes even if an art has a positional bonus, like if you put it on the master art slot, they're not going to position correctly. So you have to make sure that their main art is like that's like tied fusion art to the one that has the side, like say you have a side break on their fusion art or whatever. They will position for side break, it seems like, even if it's on a master. But like for some reason other ones that are positional, they don't prioritize it very much, you know what I mean? So if you wanna like make sure your AIs are trying to position well, you have to like make sure their arts are that their primary arts are loaded out with things that will make them try to do the positioning.
Yeah.
But also there's other things, like if your character has aggro, they're not going to do positions ever, like at all. They're just not gonna try.
You don't want to put the side break on them because they're never going to do it.
Right. So defenders with side break, like Zephyr, for example, like you know, not a good idea to put it on that.
No.
But unless you have another defender that's always pulling the aggro, I guess then it's fine, because it kind of seems like you have like I phrase it like that there's it's almost like there's 6 classes in this game, you know what I mean? There's like strong defenders and weak defenders, strong attackers and weak attackers, and then strong healers, and then support healers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I've noticed that, so I'm definitely trying to like figure out a good balance to have in a party whenever I try new classes.
But that said, these classes aren't actually like tied to those things inherently. It's kind of more just like, how do you load this class out?
It's a suggestion, basically.
Yeah, it's like you could, because like you could totally play like Full Metal Jag, for example, and just never have aggro. So I don't know. It's like these are like suggestions for how to deal with it, for how to use the things, but like they're not actually like necessary. It's kind of cool, actually. I think that there's like a lot to like about this combat system they came up with. In particular, the way they kind of fused together Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2 combat.
I really like it. Although I wish when you canceled arts that the timers on the Kevis arts would increase a little bit too. Just because it only seems the canceling only seems to benefit Agnes arts.
But what's interesting is I feel like well, I mean the best methodology then is really just to make sure you have lots of fast recharge fields on the field. So you got to make sure you get somebody in there with Troubadour, if you don't know what Troubadour is.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Troubadour has a art that gives you a field called Fast Recharge, which just basically while you're standing in the field, it doubles the recharge speed, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be broken.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, my favorite hero is the one that has that.
Oh, okay. I think they'll be a good support class.
It's also just one of the best classes in general. Like if I have to run 3 healers, usually it's gonna be 2 Troubadours and then 1 Signature.
Thank God I pulled a Magmar out because we got a Fortress here, and he's a really sturdy boy. Oh, okay, and I think they did include the. So if you didn't know it, in Gen 5, the ability Sturdy. You know how Sturdy works, right?
Nope.
No. Okay, so before Gen 5, the move Sturdy only prevented moves that were like a one-hit KO move, like Sheer Cold or Guillotine. But in Gen 5, they actually made it so if you're KO'd at full health, you will live with 1 HP. So Sturdy got a massive buff in that regard.
Oh, that's cool.
Now it's like one of the best abilities in the game.
Sounds useful for competitive.
It is useful, yeah. And it makes
one thing that I can tell you for sure that I don't like about Colosseum so far is the character models for characters.
Oh yeah, they're really low poly
they're
in this
just,
game.
They're also just kind of ugly.
They are kind of ugly, and again, XD fixes them a bit. There's more detail on the character models in XD, and so like this is a very high-res N64 game.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, you could tell me this is an N64 game, and I would believe you, but it would be pretty.
I mean, they do reuse the models from Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 in this game too, so it's not like that helps anymore. Like these are the same exact models for Pokemon on the N64.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like an N64 game. There's not a whole lot. I mean, I guess maybe okay, I'll put it this way. There's material lighting on the character models, and that kind of gives away that it's not an N64 game. Yeah. Because there's not like the way lighting works in the N64 is kind of weird, so it looks different. But at the very least, like if I didn't know that about it, and then somebody showed this to me, I'd be like, well, this looks like a very high resolution N64 game. So yeah. It's on an emulator.
They did do some
there's
texture hacks in this game.
There's like a few too many particle effects and stuff for it to be an N64 game, but like,
right.
You know, otherwise it's could have fooled me, you know. Which is
Pin Missile.
I mean, in fairness, Pokemon is like a high effort game franchise to develop. Like I guarantee, like this is like so much work.
Oh yeah, like I think recently they just shared that because people have been complaining that Pokemon games are rushed and they don't look good, and they should look better than they actually do. And
well, that's all true. Also, this is the most expensive, it's like the highest grossing media franchise on planet Earth. There's no excuse for them to not pour millions into each game. There's no reason they can't do it. They could. Yeah. They just don't.
Well, the thing is, recently, like in the last few weeks, they said Pokemon Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus were developed around the same time, and that they were trying to figure out a way to have their future-proof models that they made from the 3DS to be like easily shareable, easily saved, and easily reused. Because obviously, I don't think they really need to update the models too often on Pokemon. They just need to make them look maybe a little bit better each time, and not like add too much detail. Because they're already fine enough. But they, a lot of the Pokemon games...
Making future-proof models was a good idea. Guaranteed.
Yeah, but let me see, because I have it here somewhere. Yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus started development a full year before Sword and Shield came out. And probably around the same time, maybe a little afterwards, Scarlet and Violet probably developed too. So there's a lot of teams handling different Pokemon games that are able to share assets and stuff between the teams. Let's see, I'm trying to figure
it's a good thing they're working on their workflow to improve it. I'm not saying that Game Freak is incapable of making better games. They clearly can.
Yeah, they can.
It's just everything they've ever tried to make, it's like questionable as to whether or not. Well, first of all, like they just haven't had many non-Pokemon successes, you know?
Yeah, because they're technically their own thing. They're like they're an independent developer that Nintendo owns half the share in, and they make most of their profits from Nintendo. So there's like, I don't think there's any, worry about that. And then like the Pokemon Company was created to own most of the company as well.
You know, one thing I'm surprised we still have, like, it seems like it's so obvious. Why did Nintendo never partner with Pokemon Company to do Pokemon Amiibo? I mean, sure, we got like the Pokemon Amiibo for Smash, but like those are the exceptions, not the,
That is strange, right? But also at the same time, I might be kind of glad because that would be
that would be ridiculous. But like, Nintendo being ridiculous is exactly like the thing that they like to do, right? It's the thing that they love to do.
Yeah,
they love to be ridiculous, so it would make total sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Basically, I'm just saying I'm salty. There's no Gardevoir Amiibo. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that's also the thing, is that I think it might also be a logistical problem, because then if you make Amiibo of some Pokemon, you kind of expect them to make Amiibo of every Pokemon, and it's just like there's just no way that's gonna happen ever with the amount of Pokemon in the game, and also Pokemon that are clearly more popular than others will sell more than ones that aren't, and it's just like it's weird.
Yeah, Amiibo are pretty weird. It's interesting. It's one of those things where like they kind of have almost like entirely dropped it as well. Like games still like support them somewhat, but like
yeah,
they didn't reissue Shulk with Xenoblade 3, did they? So
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like developers seem to like sometimes implement it. This is like, all right, we'll put something in the game that uses Amiibo because Nintendo said, hey, you should do that, and then they do. And then usually it's like, oh, hey, here's like a sword skin. It's like it's never anything useful. Which is unfortunate. It's kind of cool in Xenoblade 3, like if you can scan 3 Amiibo every day and you get free stuff, like just random junk.
You just get random like items and stuff?
Yeah, there's like item packs that you get when you scan certain ones. It's alright. It's pretty good.
I think I know what this is. So they gave Pidgeot, or no, this is Pidgeotto. They gave Pidgeotto Heatwave because I think they're trying to base it off Mega Pidgeot, who has a lot of special attack and stuff, so. That's one thing I wanted Pokemon to bring back, was Mega Pokemon, because I feel like that's the only gimmick that they've brought to recent games that's actually, realized and actually a cool idea. And it helps give some Pokemon that needed like a patch, to make them better, essentially. Because like they have Pokemon like Glalie and Mawile getting Megas, and they really benefit from them, and they actually are fun to use, and they have cool designs, what you'd think they'd look like after evolving. I miss Mega Pokemon from the main series. Like they have them like every other like spin-off right now, but they don't want to use them again in the main series.
I don't know. I feel like Mega Evolutions were not something they needed to do. They could have just made like new evolutions. Like I don't.
I mean,
see the point.
that's also true as well, but
I don't know. It just feels like
they should have
either
made
that or there should be like some sort of way to make Mega Evolutions permanent, and then they're just weaker or something. I don't know. It just feels like a weird thing. It just feels like a weird decision.
I think Pokemon that have like if they're like starters or like Pokemon with like 3 stages or like pseudo legendaries that have megas, they shouldn't be allowed to like keep them because they're already powerful enough as is, and like Pokemon like Garchomp are already better than their actual mega, so you don't really need that. But like for Pokemon like Glalie or like Steelix or something, they should be able to keep them, I guess. I'm just a big Glalie fan, even though it's not a very good Pokemon. That's why. Like I like.
I really liked Hisui and Goodra.
Yeah, I like that one too. That one's really good. Dragon and Steel is like a super good typing. I mean, that's
also just like he also just looks kind of doofy, and that makes him charming.
Right, and I liked Goodra before, too.
I think the Hisuian form is even better.
Right. I liked Ursaluna a lot. Like Ursaring was already like a good Pokemon. Like it's like freaking 130 base attack is like super good, but then making it even bulkier with Ursaluna and making it a ground type is like super good.
I think I like I said, I completed the decks in that game, so I do.
So did I.
All of the things. Yeah, PLA is good. It's just like I would like to see more of that style of game. Like I feel like it really like made you feel more invested in your role as a Pokemon researcher, and I feel like that's more interesting than being a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Because like, who wants to be just some douchey kid who wants to just use Pokemon to beat up some other Pokemon? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like every Pokemon game, right? That's like the plot every time. It's like, oh yeah, you're some kid, you want to like go be a Pokemon master or something. Like that's not interesting.
I mean, they kind of treat it as like they kind of want you to complete the Pokedex more so, but they kind of have that as like a side thing where it's not required to do, but you have to beat the gyms in order to progress story, you know? They kind of present the Pokedex challenge as like the main thing you want to be doing, but then they kind of shift that in favor of actual like normal progression.
I also think that the fact that there's like live action battling and it's actually like fairly challenging is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't really think the agile and strong styles worked as well as they should have though.
It helps if you show the move like the move order on screen all the time, because then you can decide if you want to use it or not based on whether or not it's going
but sometimes the move order doesn't change when that happens though, so it's like.
Right, well that's why it's good to show the move order, because then you can be like, oh well, I'm still too my Pokemon is still too slow to actually have this be effective.
Yeah.
So I won't use it, right? It shows you ahead of time whether or not it's going to do anything. I actually thought that was really interesting. It kind of changed the way you think about the turn-based stuff.
Yeah, I just wish it was just a little bit better.
They should have probably just made it so that the move order shows all the time anyway. So
yeah,
it's like, you can't even like really turn it off. Or if you could, it's like buried in a menu somewhere to turn it off. You know?
It's like they're trying to hide the fact that the wild Pokemon was gonna use like a stronger agile style move, but like it's a single player game. There's no multiplayer in it for battling anyway. So like,
yeah, I was like pretty convinced that at some point they were gonna update it to at least let people battle online a little bit, but no, they never did.
I don't think the battle mechanics and moves are really designed for multiplayer use, because they retooled a lot of the moves to work in that setting.
I don't know. Multiplayer was literally never a thing that I cared about with Pokemon to begin with.
I mean,
I know lots of people do, but it's just never been a thing. Like, it's just not.
I never had anybody to really.
The trading is more interesting than.
Yeah, I like trading more, but that's because I didn't really have anybody with a decent team to play with, you know. And then like I
Well,
like
for
watching.
Me, it's just like, for me, it's just like playing Pokemon with your friend is a bit like playing like 4D rock paper scissors. It's like, okay, but like, sure, you could do that, but like you could also just not do that and play a game that's different, you know?
You're right.
I don't know. It just feels like it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know, this doesn't. I mean, sure, I could play chess with my best friend, or I could play, you know, we could play like a co-op game or something. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't really.
I think
I don't think
competitive
that
battling's pretty interesting though.
It's interesting. Well, I mean, it's something that was inevitable, right? But like,
Yeah.
you know.
I do like
The fact
watching
that it's,
competitive
like,
battles.
Half of the problem I have is like half of competitive in Pokemon is like, yes, you must spend 700 hours grinding out the things in the game to get the best Pokemon.
So here's the thing about that.
You know?
A lot of people actually don't do that. They actually hack.
I know, yeah, of course they do, but like that's like obviously not sanctioned.
Yeah, but they still go through with it anyway.
Well, that makes it even worse. This whole entire subset of Pokemon's culture is based around hacking your game consoles, and it's like just an accepted thing. That's not okay.
No, it's not. But I don't. They have been making
the people
it.
The people that don't hack are disadvantaged.
Yeah. The thing I like though is that they've been making it a lot easier to get EVs and good moves and stuff with, you know. They just need to keep doing that and making it just a bit more instant. Because in older games,
I don't think that it's like I think that they need to retool the entire competitive like side of it then.
Probably.
If it's gotten to the point where it's like you either spend thousands and thousands of hours in the game trying to RNG manipulate everything exactly right so you get the perfect Pokemon, or somebody's going to hack and just make the perfect Pokemon in 5 seconds. You know, it's like you have a big problem on your hand then with that. They need to retool the entire thing. Clearly, it needs to be like accessible to everyone, so that when somebody wants to, you know, like it's like competitive think of other games that have like competitive, right? Like Smash Brothers, for example. The barrier for entry is your skill level, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no 100-hour work thing that's necessary aside from you developing your skill as a player, right? Whereas in Pokemon, it's like instead of it being like hundreds of hours of you getting better at the skill, it's more just like, oh yeah, well, you know, we both have exactly the same Pokemon, and you know, except my Pokemon is weaker than yours because of RNG. You know, it's like, right? I don't know. This whole thing just seems kind of stupid to me. It doesn't mean that it can't be fun still. Like,
yeah, it still works out
anything
in the end, which is fine by me. But
that's a big problem. Isn't
it? I do think they need to make it. I think the whole point is I think they do need to keep making it more accessible as they go on, because you have tons of people who go to like those competitions and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure over half of them probably just use PK Hex to give the Pokemon perfect IVs and stuff.
I mean, dude,
and I don't blame them.
Run 3DSs with custom firmware on them.
Yeah, and they do that too. But you can also
there's like special versions of Luma 3DS that have literally no evidence that they exist.
Yeah.
Made just for running at Pokemon competitions or whatever. It's like, I don't know. The reason I know that is because I used to bug test for custom firmware on 3DS. So. And those are those kinds of things that people would always ask for. It's like.
Yeah, getting all the Pokemon stat changers on the 3DS and stuff.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just to me that the whole thing is like, well, it's very cool and it inspires a lot of like creativity and like the custom like software scene and all that, and I think that's really neat. But I feel like no matter what they do, that stuff's going to happen. You know.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be people who cheat at it, but it needs to be like accessible, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because like you're absolutely right with everything about it. But
it's like, for the record, like I felt the same way about this that I did about Project M for Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, Project M is cool as shit. It's one of the coolest things that's ever been made.
And it's fun.
But like, and, you know, I'd probably be crucified by various people that I know for saying this, but Nintendo was absolutely 1,000,000,000% right for making that not allowed in like public competitions.
Right, I'm in
I'm
agreement with you there too, because it's like it's not really fair to have that at Nintendo sponsored competitions, because that's not something they made and it's something completely unofficial.
But the sad part is that it's better than what Nintendo makes. That's the sad part. But
some of it is, I think some of it
should just do better then, you know?
Yeah. I do think some of it's a bit too much of like, you know, because like not everyone's, you know, people might say like these people have way better ideas than Nintendo, and that's not always the case. There's a lot of, you know, I think that's very, that's very subjective.
It was definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get another one.
I think
Smash Ultimate though.
Yeah, I think a lot of those changes were very subjective and very personalized visions that were put into it, and not actual like game design, you know. So I think it's cool that they did that, and it's a good personal thing to do, but it's not like, and but you can't really be very objective about everything with it at all either, but I still think it's a bit...
Part of the reason Project M also took off so hard is because Brawl just sucked so
well,
bad.
That's the problem. It was Brawl.
It was like... Yeah,
Brawl competitively was not...
It was just awful for any sort of competition. Really.
Yeah, although I do remember, but now I'm seeing a lot of people have like a lot of fond memories of Brawl competitions like come up in very recent years, which is like, I wonder if that's like part of the cycle, you know?
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, you can have fun doing anything, even if that thing is not necessarily the right way of going about it.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, we got Rain Dish. I love Trace when it works. Like when you get a good ability from a Pokemon. Because now Curly is going to be recovering HP in the rain.
For the record, I also think that I don't know if I would consider Pokemon to be a very healthy franchise. Not even like speaking exclusively about just the games. I mean, I'm talking like in a lot of ways, because it kind of like it breeds this sort of weird social existence that I don't know if it's necessarily like, I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like it's hard to explain what I mean, but there's like a certain subset of people who are like obsessed with Pokemon that it's like, it's very evidently problematic for them mentally. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
I don't know if that's necessarily, obviously that's not the game's fault or like the series' fault. Like people need to self-moderate, like of course, but like, I don't know. I feel like there is a certain like addictive nature that Pokemon plays into.
Yeah, I can see that, but again, I think that's all up to just the actual will of the person.
Card games and like merchandise sales, right? Like, do whatever you can to make the most money, right? So I get it, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's also like, you know, this is a thing that's it's mainly for kids, but the good thing is obviously like kids don't have money, so they can't make irresponsible decisions. The problem is most of the kids that like Pokemon are now adults and they make irresponsible decisions.
Oh yeah. Well, that's yeah. But again, I think that all comes down to user.
Yeah, definitely.
Mentality.
I mean, for the record, I grew up playing Pokemon and I didn't turn into. So I mean, I can't really say that I didn't turn into some like crazy Pokemon obsessed person. I just like, there's like a handful of Pokemon I like. You know, I like Gardevoir. I like Glaceon. I like what else?
I picked the worst Pokemon to start out with here. Like, I swear, all the Pokemon I picked are like the worst to like start out with because they're like completely out-typed, you know, because like Crocodile's about to get zapped right here.
But yeah, I think that most people are healthy about it, so I guess it's probably fine.
Yeah.
It's certainly not as bad as like the predatory mobile game sector. Right?
Yeah, it's not Genshin. where
I don't even
people.
think Genshin's that bad, really. I think
Are you-
Genshin is just like,
Are you sure?
I think it's really not that big a deal.
Because like yeah, because I saw that one thing a while ago where like they had this like there's like this fundraiser for like a fan project or something like that, and like but like one of the guys took all like 25,000 of it to spend on Genshin Impact or something like that.
Yeah, although bear in mind that those numbers are radically ridiculous. I also think that that's just like what I mean by that is like that's like for publicity. You know what I mean? They're doing it on purpose. They're being ridiculous on purpose.
Yeah, I guess so.
So.
I mean, Pokemon's not you know, not one to talk when they have games like Pokemon Masters and
Pokemon, what was it? Pokemon Unite or
yeah,
whatever
Unite, yeah.
That was just.
But like,
I haven't even touched it, and I have no interest in touching it.
No, I mean, I wasn't.
I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
I was never interested in touching it because it's a MOBA, and I don't. That's not really a game type for me because like I don't really get League of Legends. I don't even know what's going on in League of Legends, let alone Pokemon Unite. So.
I mean, I understand the appeal of those games. I just think that they're miserable.
Yeah, they make.
Like,
I feel like they're miserable too.
Yeah, every time I've played League of Legends exactly like twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've played even ones that are like considered good, like Dota, right?
Like Dota, yeah.
Yeah, like I've played these games before, but like every time I've ever tried to get into them, it's just toxic. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like every time you get in there and like your teammates like immediately start shitting on you because you don't know what you're doing, and it's like there's no way to get into this game. Like how am I supposed to know what I'm doing if I've never played it before? You know, like
right,
every
exactly.
time I've ever been, and don't get me wrong, like there's cases where you can be like, oh yeah, you know, you just like find a group of friends and then all of you like try to get good at it, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't know, I feel like it's almost like the competitive nature of it is almost like we don't want more people to play the game because if more people play the game, then that's more competition for us.
Right. Or just like
so
this game,
we're just vicious,
this game is just deprived.
Everyone.
I feel like for this game is depraved our social ineptness to the point like we don't want to talk to people because all we want to do is play a video game. You know. We don't want to
also a problem.
We don't want to have compassion and feelings for people because
I mean the game itself is you know at least to some extent social because of course there's like strategy and like voice chat, right? But like
yeah, but they don't want to like expand past their initial bubble.
Yeah,
or just had general like sympathy or like anything like that, you know.
For the record, I think that this sort of toxicity happens in all online multiplayer games.
Oh yeah.
It's just a problem, and it's like doubly worse for women in these spaces too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Forget about it if you're like marginalized, like in general. Like if you're like, say you're trans or something, like oh man, you're just screwed. There's like no way to like not be harassed. I have a friend, or I had a friend years and years ago who is trans, and they've been trans for a long time, like since before it was since before the whole internet like shifted so much, like where it's been so vocal, right?
Yeah.
Like they're just a trans woman, and I'm like, I didn't have a problem with that ever, so I didn't care. Like we used to play Terraria, like whatever. Never bothered me, but like I recognize that I was very much the exception to that rule. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. So like the things that person has told me over the years, they eventually just disappeared from the internet entirely.
Because of just all the the negativity and stuff on it. I mean, that's probably smart, but like it shouldn't have to be that way.
Yeah, it's awful. It really is. That's why I always try to like be a force for positivity in every space that I'm in.
Yeah.
Even in the face of insurmountable odds too, like the Sonic community, for example. Like I do all these mods and stuff. I've worked on mods for Sonic games like for years. You know, it's just like a thing that I've done in the background because I think it's kind of fun. But like, dude, you don't even know it's bad.
Yeah, I know it's bad. I've been a Sonic fan for a long time too, and I haven't been in like those circles of Sonic people like that, like interacting with them. I've just been like a witness to it all. But I can tell you, yeah, it's not good. The Sonic community, they really don't know what they want.
They have the Sonic community has a pedo problem.
Oh, that
genuinely.
too.
Yeah, that's like a big problem. It's like really bad on Discord. It's actually like it's put it lightly. It is worse. However bad you think it.
Whatever you think about it, it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I don't really participate so much in the like discussion side of Sonic communities anymore. I kind of just chat with my friends about it, and that's like it.
Well, that and they don't know what they want from Sonic these days, so it's like everyone has such a different clashing opinion that it's just you don't even bother with it anymore because no one's going to agree on anything anymore. But
despite that, I think what I do think is cool about it is it's amazing how despite all these problems, the Sonic community still manages to be like a beacon for like some of the most interesting creativity for like fan gaming and
oh yeah,
like that. Like the amount of talent in this community is insane. Like some dude just made a 16-bit remake of Sonic Triple Trouble.
I saw that. It's out, right?
Yeah.
I need to play it then.
Yeah, there's an update even for it recently.
Okay, I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, it's really good. I heavily recommend it.
So, on that topic, going on a different tangent, then, what do you think about the Sonic Frontiers stuff we're getting recently?
I've seen like a few tweets about it, but I actually haven't like gone out of my way to look at it. I'm probably just gonna do what I did with Sonic Frontiers that I did with Sonic Forces. Like, I'm probably not gonna buy it at launch. And probably I'll just I'll find out how it is from hearing about it afterwards, and then I'll be like, all right, maybe I'll buy it when it's on sale. Because that's kind of just what you do with Sonic games now.
That's what I did. That's what I did with Forces.
Sonic Origins is like the last time I'm gonna let Sonic burn me. I think I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you there. Like, I like all the positive stuff that we're hearing about Forces, but is it worth getting me in
Frontiers?
Or Frontiers, yeah. The question for me is it worth getting excited for this and potentially facing the same thing over and over again? It's like when does it become like it's just made me numb. Pretty much every.
You know what? I feel like that's a better mentality to adopt anyway, though. And the reason why is because then when a game is actually good, it's
lower your
expectations
so you can be surprised.
Right. Like that was what happened for me. Like this might surprise you, but that was what happened with Team Sonic Racing for me. Like I was all of everything, like the pre-release footage and everything, made me think the game was going to be awful, and then it came out, and then I played it on PC, and I was just like, this is great. Why do people not like it?
I thought it was fun too, and the problem the game suffered from is that nobody wanted to play it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's actually a very good game.
It's fun.
I think, for the record, part of the problem is that it came out like around the same time as the Crash Team Racing.
Oh yeah, it came out like a month before.
So that it came out, people were like, and then Crash Team Racing came out, and everybody was like, yay.
Yeah, so, I really like the. I really like. Well, Team Sonic Racing, Crash, Team Racing, Nitro Fueled are like two very opposite sides of each other. Because Team Sonic Racing is like it's like a really good racing. I mean, Crash Team Racing is a really good racing game too. But like it's just a good racing game with just not a whole lot of content to it besides story mode and online. Whereas Crash Team Racing has a bunch of it's still really good because it's still Crash Team Racing at its core, but it has a lot of weird content.
It helps also that it was like so successful that they could afford to like do a whole bunch of updates and stuff, and then they added microtransactions, and everybody got mad. Yeah,
that's the problem. I think it for me, it's like I think if it just had some alternate costumes and the Nitro Kart tracks, I'd be fully satisfied. But I think it's just a little too much content, and the weird distribution of it kind of turned me off from coming back to it. Because it doesn't help that it didn't even come out on PC, did it? No, it didn't. It's only on Switch, Xbox, and PS4.
Yeah.
Which is strange, and I heard the Switch version like has really bad loading times. But I just liked it for the the better graphics and tweaked gameplay and bonus stuff from launch, and so like and the customization stuff too. Because I love the original.
Interesting is that Team Sonic Racing actually did like the customization stuff exactly how like a game from like 2010 or 2009 would have did it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
No microtransactions, just everything's in game. You just play the game to unlock stuff, and that's it.
I wish that's how it worked.
Really, it sucks that that's a thing worthy of praise, but it is. It's worthy of praise. They did a good job.
Like the only like real unlockable characters like through normal means in Crash Team Racing are Penta Penguin, where you have to use the exact same cheat code to unlock, which I appreciate. And then Entropy, where you have to beat all the his time trial ghosts. And I also had a really bad experience with Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled because after I unlocked everything manually, I had an issue with my PS4 which caused the hard drive to like fail.
Oh yeah, you mentioned the PS4 hard drive.
Yeah. Well, no, that was from when that was for the PS4 Pro. But this was like back. I went on vacation with my
You had multiple drive failures. Ooh,
yeah.
That sucks.
And then when I restarted it, I lost every bit of progress I had, besides the trophies.
That's one thing I have to say. I think it sucks that Nintendo charges for it, but cloud saving is like essential. I don't know why this isn't like a thing on every platform.
At least to get cloud saving and nothing else for Nintendo, it's only $20 a year. With,
right.
On PS4, it's 60.
Affordable. I mean, for the most, let's be real here though. How many Nintendo fans don't have friends who also have a Switch? You know?
Right.
So usually, like, you can get that price all the way down to like $350 a year if you want to. I paid $10 in a year to be in an expansion pack sub.
Yeah, I got some. I used the family plan for my brother and my best friend, so that's how it worked for us.
Yeah, I was just the expansion pass came out, and my friend who didn't have a Switch but had been accruing Nintendo Switch games anyway because it's just what he's like one of those people, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, you know, I don't have a Switch yet, but I'll wait for the next model. But I'm gonna buy this game because I'm gonna play it, you know.
I mean, that's always good because
he had a drawer full of Nintendo Switch games that were brand new.
Like I own a bunch of Sega Genesis games from my cousin, and I don't even have a physical Genesis to play it on.
Yeah, a lot of people do that kind of thing. It's smart. It's actually really smart if you can do if your brain is like big enough to do it. Without
if your brain is big enough to do it.
Like, well, what I mean by that is like, well, that in your wallet, but like, you know, it's also just like you have to like be smart, right? You can't just like buy everything you see. You have to be really thinking about what it is you're trying to pick up. And there's certain cases where like. Where I wish I would have did the same thing, like take Xenoblade 2 Special Edition, for example. Had I known that it was going to be ridiculous at the time, I probably should have just bought it then and had it sitting on a shelf somewhere until I got a Switch, right?
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. So.
Secret power. Oh god. Well, I hope it doesn't give me a random status. Okay, thank God.
But anyway, yeah, I was like pleasantly surprised by Team Sonic Racing because
I was too. I enjoyed it.
I got something. It was pretty cool.
Also, I feel like people are like. That's another thing that the Sonic fans are very divisive on is character interactions and like how characters should act. Because I really thought the dialogue in Team Sonic Racing was actually funny. Like I thought it was really cool and like. I thought it
was just fine.
Yeah, I thought it was fine too, but like people just go ape shit whenever. I felt bad because like Roger Craig Smith gets a really bad rap as a Sonic voice when the only problem he really has is just bad writing. Then that's not his fault. And like it just feels like every time he opens his mouth, like Sonic fans just like hate him. Like, he's probably one of the better Sonics, in my opinion.
what's interesting to me about the voice, like the whole voice thing, is like a big deal when I was growing up too. People were always.
Oh
like,
yes, it's been a whole thing.
You know, it's always like whoever is currently the voice is bad, right? That's
Yeah.
how it always is.
Yeah.
So.
But the people who actually grew up with it are nostalgic for it now, and now they're complaining that it's not the same.
Griffith got really good towards the end.
He did. He really did, and I won't ever forget that.
Yeah, like his Unleashed performance and
Black Knight.
Yeah, and Black Knight are just like definitely like some of the best we got, really.
And I think that had to do with voice direction and script writing. So it's just like people like to throw the blame at the actual person performing instead of more behind the scenes stuff. And I just don't think that's fair.
Frontiers, I am cautiously optimistic because of Ian Flynn's involvement.
Yeah.
Well, at least with the story, right? But like,
I'm cautious, even though Ian Flynn is writing it, Sega still holds him back a lot because of their mandates. And that's not his fault, that's Sega's fault.
Yeah, I don't understand what the... well, I don't know, I feel like Sega might be getting the idea that none of this shit actually matters, slowly.
Well, I hope they are, because that would be, you know, that'd be a realization too late, but it's still good to realize it now. Because they've been holding him back ever since the comics. Even the recent IDW comics, they've been holding back how characters should act for no reason.
It just seems like a thing where at some point in time, Sonic is much more likely to go ham with things than say Mario is. Well, yeah. I say that, and then there's this Illumination Mario film that's Nintendo hasn't even addressed or talked about it in quite some time. So
since last year, I'd say.
I almost wonder, like, what's the deal there? Usually these sorts of movies are not held back like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's probably not, but I'm wondering part of it has to do with the success of the Sonic movies. Because
I also think that part of the thing is I feel like we're gonna live in the timeline where Mario gets a garbage movie and then Sonic's movies are good.
I'm realizing that too.
So I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but you know, especially given that Sonic series has had a bad reputation of not being the good stuff. But I don't know. Think about it though. That's like there's precedent for this already. I mean, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show is nothing compared to Sonic Sat AM, right?
Yeah.
So like,
I think freaking Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog is better than the Super Show.
Yeah. Although I mean, the meme potential is in both probably.
They both have meme potential. I think Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog memes are better than Super Mario Bros. Super Show memes, but like the freaking like. The one from Vine Sauce where it's like Luigi's like the cowboy in that stance. It's like really funny.
Oh, Vine Sauce stuff, man. I
love
Vine
Sauce stuff. Yeah.
I remember when Twitter tried to cancel Vinny, he just disappeared.
Wait, when did that happen?
It was like, there was like a brief period back like last year or so. For some reason, Twitter got really mad about Vinny. I don't know about what. Something. Yeah,
I don't remember that.
People were saying that he's kind of creepy, basically, is all it was. And I'm like,
I mean,
I thought that was just proof, and nobody posted any receipts or anything. So
no,
clearly
yeah,
it was all just.
It's for clout.
What's really funny to me is like Vinny is like the most like down to earth and normal person probably in this space.
He's definitely like, and it's like, I definitely get like, he's very much New York. And it's obvious, you know, and I like that about him. Like his personality is still very like that.
Yeah, Vinny and Joel will always be like, they're like those. I don't know how to describe it. There's someone you can rely on to make you laugh no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know. I don't think that they. I mean, obviously, if Vinny did anything wrong like that'd be pretty weird. I just don't think he has it in him.
It'd be unprecedented for sure. But like, obviously, a lot of that stuff isn't unprecedented. So.
Right, I don't know. I just don't think Vinny has it in him. He's not the kind of person to be like that. To
No.
be honest with you, it sounds to me like he's been disinterested in having a relationship in general.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't blame him. I don't. Well, I mean, like I don't want a relationship, so I get it.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship for 4 years with a girl. Like it was a long distance relationship, but and let me tell you, like after it ended, I was like, you know, I don't know if I'm interested in being in a relationship that much.
And that's fair. That's completely fair. I
Or-
can understand
It's
that.
not even. It's just like it's like a thing where It's not even like oh, I had a bad experience or anything. It was great. No, it was actually a really good relationship. The problem is I like having time to do different things. You know,
Yeah.
like it's probably weird, but I kind of like having, you know, all my free time to spend to do things that I like to do instead of like half of the things that I spend my free time doing are things that I don't like.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. It's just how it goes. And relationships are always like that, right? Because it's like a give and take sort of thing. So
Oh, Thunder Shock. Okay. They gave freaking Shadow Volbeat. That's probably one of the worst Pokemon to me. Is the two Firefly Pokemon.
I like.
Oh,
the
and it has
animations
Lightning
on
Rod.
I like the animations on Curlia, and she's very fancy.
Yeah, I like it a lot. They probably made Volbeat electric type from what I'm gathering here.
Oh, wow, I have 10 of these now.
10
I
of
didn't
what?
think I got that many. I was fighting a unique monster in the Hovering Reef area.
Mm-hmm. Around Kevis
like
Castle.
Yeah, it's like I forget what it's called right now. It's like one of those like a flying dinosaur guys.
Oh, it's like a kid nose, something like that.
Yeah, one of those. I was fighting the unique monster there. That's that. And I knew that it dropped Break Brooch. Legendary Break Brooch is one of its drops,
Oh shit.
which is actually like a great. It's one of the best accessories.
Yeah,
in the game.
those break items are really good.
Yeah. It's a 20. It's the best one in the game too.
What's the
max?
What's
Break resistance by 25%.
25%? Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I have 10 of them now, just from trying to get the kills on it, so I could get the item drop for the what is it? For one of the X gens. Trying to get double strike 10
Oh yeah.
right now.
Are those any good? Like the ones that make your auto attacks faster and the chance of a double attack faster? Because I know the double attack gems in Xenoblade 1 were super good.
Well, put it this way, I actually think double attack is probably the less useful of the two, but
Okay.
if you're running an Agnes class, or you're running a Kevesi class and you just want your master arts to charge fast, having the reduction in wait times for the attacks.
Yeah. And I probably
is
like
pretty
to
good.
stack that with focus on martial artist.
Yeah, that's probably like a good way to build martial artists. I haven't done too much with martial artists.
I really like it. Very fast paced, especially when you put a break and topple art on it. Because I like putting like a break art with focus on there, so I can get my buff and inflict break on the enemy, and then go immediately into topple and just start going ham.
Yeah, I found there's like a few really good accessories in general. There's certain ones that are like so good that it's like it almost feels weird to not use them if you. So like that's not to say like, you know how in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 it was like always just like, oh, you know, fusion combo up or whatever.
Yeah, I liked crit heal in that game.
Crit heal is really good against everything except Gladiator or Orion.
Oh, Shadow Tropius.
Jeez.
Now that's a Pokemon that needs a buff. You think like Tropius looks more powerful than it is, but like its stats are horrible. Like, you ever play like Ruby and Sapphire and like you see trophies like, holy shit, that thing looks like it can destroy me, and then it's like, nope.
There are a lot of Pokemon like that in the series, though, that are like,
Yeah.
this Pokemon looks more intimidating than it actually is.
Yeah. But I like Trophy's design a lot. I just wish it wasn't terrible.
What's the item I'm looking for? I'm looking for Circular Speculoos Blade. Circular Speculoos Blade. How many of these do I have? I need to have 30 of them. I have 12 of them, not great.
God, you have it. Yeah, you have to get a lot of items for the level 10 ones.
Yeah, I'm killing the Black Triad in the castle repeatedly.
Oh, you mean the three unique monsters
Yeah.
that are all together? Yeah.
Yeah. I have to keep killing them over again because they are Speculoos class
Yeah.
or levels. So
Oh, I burned
yeah, it
Acom.
pretty much just. I could probably optimize this party better, but I'm also trying to build a little bit of class while I'm working on this.
Yeah, that's the one thing. You just kind of when you want to level up class, you kind of sacrifice actual decent party structure for it sometimes. But
It's not even like I want to be effective. I just want to burst combo things to go.
yeah,
Because
that's how you get more items.
Yeah. That and one of Banana's recipes, Crumble Crunch Block Bar.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good. You probably don't have that one yet, but you will
I
eventually.
don't think so. I'm actually starting. I just started the Jumpsmith Ascension quest. No, I killed it. Shit.
Good.
All right. Well, it's not too bad, I guess. And now there's a way to catch them later in the game. And Tropius really wasn't a Pokemon I was looking to use. It was a damn critical hit. That's probably one of the worst things to get in this game. Is critical hits because you're trying to weaken Pokemon. But I mean, that's for any wild Pokemon, I guess. But I think the real problem in this game is that you can't save anywhere you want. You have to save at a PC, which is like the only Pokemon game to really do something like that. It was fixed in XD, like another thing fixed for XD, but it's very weird. It's very weird in this game. You can only save at a PC.
That is a bit weird.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I wish that Pokemon games in general would adopt having multiple save files.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think we ever got an explanation for as to why we can't. I mean, I think I can think of a few reasons, but I don't know if they would be that reason.
Well, it's obviously because if they figure if you want to save your Pokemon and then do another playthrough, that you should pay them like $10 a year to have like 16 megabytes of storage on some server somewhere, instead of just letting you copy it to your SD card like a normal game company would.
Yeah, I think Pokemon. I do think Pokemon data is a bit more complicated than we think. Maybe unless I'm mistaken.
Definitely not.
No,
PK
okay,
Hex,
maybe not.
PK Hex's data is basically the same thing. So.
Okay, well, never mind then. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, it's literally nothing. It literally is like you can zip like 7 billion Pokemon and it's like 10 megabytes. It's like oh.
Oh god, we gotta go fight Miror B.
Literally, the server that literally you could run Pokemon Bank off of a Dell Optiplex from like 20 years ago,
Nice.
and it would be fine, and the entire world it would be enough for the entire world. So.
TM42, which one is that? They changed a lot of the TMs in this game too, and also the TMs are infinite use in this game. Thank God. Facade, yeah, that's what normally is TM42 anyway.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some lunch.
Okay. I should have saved before fighting that Tropius. Bug Electric. poison bar, but I don't have poison type. Any bug types either. Let me go get some more items, and then we will save, and then we'll keep going. Bum, 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 brr, brr, dur, dur, dur. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick look at some things. Okay. Let's buy some hyper potions because we need some. What are we doing on... We get some revives, just in case. Because this game is pretty hard. And being a ROM hack is probably even harder. We don't need awakenings. Yeah, I will definitely be playing XD at a later point. Because I love XD more than this game. But I do like this game quite a bit as well. I just feel XD is a bit better structured and has better selection of Pokemon. And has more interesting, like, areas. I do like how this building becomes the ONBS building. Pretty cool. And because they kind of kept the similar structure to it too. Oh no, I want to keep Flappy in because I know there's gonna be a Shadow Pokemon, so we want to Thunder Wave it. Eradicate and Sneasel. I wonder if Sneasel is the Shadow Pokemon. It is! Thunder Wave Sneasel. Sneasel's gonna be fast as fuck. And I'm not gonna Thunder Wave it this turn. God, Crunch isn't doing as much as I want it to. Hyper Fang's probably gonna do more damage than Crunch. Flappy's bulky. Shadow Rush and Crunch seem to be doing around the same amount of damage. But I can probably Aqua Jet. In a second. Ooh! Flappy. Good thing I gave you that HP investment. Fuck yeah, Sea King! God, I need to get that sound clip. That's an old meme, but I remember it fondly. Oh god. Why didn't you use that against Flappy? I'll switch Umbreon in, because I'll take about a couple hits. Another drill run. Alright, what are we gonna do? Wait, okay, I'm gonna do Crunch. I'll do a Helping Hand. Just so we can get rid of Sea King and then we'll start catching. Oh man, that was close.
Hey, I'm back.
There you are. We're about to catch a Sneasel here. Which is a weird, it got a really weird, Hisuian form. In Legends Arceus.
I actually really liked it. It reminds me of
I
Blaze Cat.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was weird having another poison fighting type in the same game with Krogunk. But you know, it's still cool. It's like Sneasel but taller, and like not like Weavile. It's probably better defensively than Weavile, which is sad, but that's just the nature of being a Dark and Ice type. I want more Poison Dark types, honestly, because that's like one of my favorite typings. I like Drapion. I don't really like Skuntank a whole lot. I like Drapion. I like Alolan Muck. I think those are like the only ones I can really think of.
The selection of Pokemon that they picked for Legends Arceus was a really good selection.
Yeah, although it's kind of weird that some of the Pokemon that were in the Sinnoh decks in like no Diamond and Pearl weren't there. Like some of them were actually taken out, which is kind of funny. But it makes sense. Oh wait, shoot! I wanted to see. Sorry for backtracking again. I wanted to check out Sneasel because I think I might use Sneasel. I'm not sure. Yeah, this part of the game can be kind of boring. Well, I feel like XD has a bit better flow than this game does. Even though they're both very similar structured. Has black glasses. It is brave nature, which isn't the best. But I believe let me check because I have documentation for the mod and what they changed in the Pokemon. Let me look up Sneasel real quick. They gave it roughly the same stats. Like, they increased its stats to be more like Weavile, because Weavile can't be gotten in this game, obviously. So I think I might use that. So we have... Yeah. I'll take Umbreon out for now.
That's probably the most sensible swap.
Yeah. I mean, he can be really good, though, because he can tank. Or she, I guess, because this is female. She can tank a lot of good hits.
Umbreon has really good animations in this game.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, everything's very floppy, but still.
Yeah.
I like it. Lots of squash and stretch. I approve of that sort of animation style.
Yeah. And then like I said, most of them, these were from the N64, so these looked almost the same on N64, maybe just a little touched up.
I would imagine most of the difference are just like material lighting.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever used a Sneasel in like a mainline Pokemon game team before, because I've just never really found it to really fit. Because usually it either comes super late, or I've already figured out which dark or ice type I want to use, if any. Because it's really hard to fit an ice type on a team.
I have an ice type on my Pokemon Legends Arceus team. I have to go look at my screenshots to find out.
Like
I don't think I did though. I don't think I had ice. I think I might have had one of my Gardevoir had like Ice Beam or whatever. Just so I had like some sort of move coverage for it. But...
Yeah. I really wish Frostlass was better too. Like, Frostlass is a bit better than Glalie because of typing and also the 110 speed stat, but it's still got the base 80 stats from being Glalie, which I just wish it didn't have. I wish it had like better special attack stats.
What do I have?
Oh, wow, Sneasel hits hard. Obviously, but like... yeah, it's like Sneasel hits hard attacking a Mr. Mime with like no defense. Like, Mr. Mime will just die to a touch. It's like attacking a Chansey with a tackle and killing it, because Chansey only has base 5 defense.
Where's my screenshot of the whole Pokemon? Oh, there it is. In Legends Arceus, I had a Gardevoir,
I swapped around my Pokemon a lot.
Samurott, Goodra, Infernape, and Rhydon. There you go.
Or Rhyperior?
Yeah, Rhyperior. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Rhyperior on my team too. I love the idea of alpha Pokemon because they actually give some Pokemon that actually have size their actual size. Like Rhyperior, for example, you expect it to be like a lot bigger than it is in some games.
I had an alpha Rhyperior and an alpha Goodra because I thought it made sense.
Regular.
I think Alpha Goodra was like, it was like he's like so big and he looks so doofy that it's like even funnier.
Yeah, I got Rock Tomb, but I don't think anybody can learn it because Shadow Pokemon can't learn TMs.
I also had a second Gardevoir that was a shiny Gardevoir that I would sometimes have also, but
nice.
And she was like more my main Gardevoir. I name all my Pokemon. My main Gardevoir Mifuyu was like mainly just like fairy psychic stuff, and then my shiny Gardevoir was like elemental attacks. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So I had them like separated. I think my shiny one's name was Aya. And then I also had a Gallade, but I didn't really have a lot of room in my team for him, so I never really used him that much.
I think my final team when I like did the final stuff was like
I absolutely blew through the ending of the game like so easily. It was like so easy. But you know, what's funny about that is I was told by my friends that who some of which who actually play Pokemon like always, that it was actually like fairly difficult. So I was like, what?
It's decently difficult.
I didn't think it was hard at all. I just like blew through it first try. Like, oh. It helped that I had a high level Gardevoir though. I mean, Gardevoir was like so OP in that game.
Yeah, I know this has probably happened, but like, what if a Pokemon with Trace traced a Pokemon with Trace? I don't think anything had happened, but I just thought it was funny. Cause like, I traced the opposing Curly as synchronized, but what if that one had Trace? Ah, Grovyle. Grovyle's like become one of my favorite Pokemon because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. If you've ever played it.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. What was it? Was it Gates to Infinity on the 3DS?
Oh, you played the worst one.
Yeah, I played that one, but I actually liked it though. I thought it was fun.
I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely not as interesting as the other Mystery Dungeon games. I
think I started Super Mystery Dungeon too, but
that one's actually a really good one.
I didn't get into it too much further than what I did.
That one's pretty good. But if you haven't played like Explorers of Sky, that one's probably the best one in the series. And that's
what game I played that I bet most people haven't is Poke Park Beat.
I have it. I own it. And I played it. I've played it. I've also played Poke Park. I played Poke Park 2, and I don't own it.
Both of them. They're both very easy. But they're leisurely little jaunts.
Yeah, I like Poke Park 2 a lot more for being more involved because I actually like the free roaming battle system. Like I like how you had like your type advantages and stuff with Pokemon. And I love controlling like Oshawott and swimming around in the water with Oshawott. That was amazing.
Oh, excuse me. That sandwich, for some reason, it made me sneeze.
Too much peppers.
There was no pepper. That was what I was hearing. I'm confused now. It's like I'm allergic to that sandwich.
Oh no.
I guess I'm fine, but like, geez. It's kind of weird.
Alright, I might need to revive Curlia here. I think so I switched around my Pokemon a lot. I used a bunch of different Pokemon. But the team I kind of finished the game with was Rhyperior, Samurott, Electivire, Goodra. We kind of had a similar team. Goodra, Togekiss, and Frostlass. So it was pretty good.
Seems like we kind of adopted the same measure of thought process. At least we had coverage for all of the important types in this game.
Right. Rhyperior's just like it made me really wish Pokemon had abilities because Rhyperior with Solid Rock is such a good defensive Pokemon.
For the record, I swapped my party around a lot too. I had a few others that I used for a while, but I don't remember what they all were.
Like, have you ever used like a Solid Rock Rhyperior? I don't know.
You'll have to explain what you mean.
So, one of Rhyperior's abilities can be one called Solid Rock, and what that does is that it reduces the damage taken from super effective attacks, so it makes it even more defensive. And I really like it because obviously a rock and ground type's gonna have a lot of weaknesses. So being able to take some of that is very crucial.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's why I love abilities, and whenever they take them out of some Pokemon games, that like, especially ones that are like main series ones, it just confuses me, is because it's like, because half of these Pokemon don't work without their abilities. Like in Pokemon Let's Go, when they don't have abilities and you have a Weezing, and it just feels wrong that it doesn't have Levitate.
So your Weezing sits on the floor and rocks around?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, this Numel has Earthquake already. Jesus Christ. Oh god. I need to kill it now before it kills its teammate. Or catch it. That's one unfortunate thing about this game, and I guess the doubles format for these games in general, is that a lot of the time trying to catch Shadow Pokemon can be difficult because they will accidentally kill their teammates with like spread moves. There's a fight later in the game that's very much like that. Because he likes to spam Earthquake and Protect. But his Shadow Pokemon don't know Protect, so... God damn! I don't want to waste another revive. And I'm surprised Sneasel's taking damage way better than Curlia, because I thought Sneasel was supposed to be frail.
Well, see, Curlia looks frail, so that means that she's frailer.
I guess so. Has worse defenses than the Sneasel. That's sad. The Sneasel is like the epitome of glass cannon.
Curlia is dainty and cute, okay? That's what it is.
But Sneasel's like literally made out of glass, almost. With its defense. Is the reason why everybody just runs Focus Sash on it?
One of the things I think was really neat about Legends Arceus is that the mechanics of it, like internally, are simplified enough from like that you can understand. Anybody can like pretty easily like start to fully understand what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Without having to like do any real research or anything, which is kind of nice. It feels like to me like that's what I mean by like I think that's the direction they need to move in for the series. I don't have a problem with complexity inherently, as long as that complexity is something that can be relatively easily explained and understood. Things like EVs and IVs and all that stuff. It's like
I feel like
I mean, okay, sure, but like
I feel like they can get to a point.
Complicated, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they can get to a point though with how they're going to the point where they can explain that more. They've just the problem is just that they don't want to actually say what it is. They want to kind of like dance around the fact that's what it is, trying to make it more in-universe instead of actually explaining the mechanic.
I would just be fine with them getting rid of that mechanic entirely, really. It's
well,
it really is.
I think they can retool it to make it better. Is what I'm saying, because it works. It's just very hard to get.
Well, even if it's functional, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a good idea, you know?
Yeah. I like the system though, but when I can manipulate it whenever I want, that kind of defeats the purpose, I guess.
Well, that's kind of the problem also, is that I feel like it creates a hierarchy of like the people who have hacking can just be better than the people who don't. That's it. And that's always going to be the case. It's always going to be true.
Yeah.
So.
God, Dunsparce, why you hit so hard? You're not supposed to.
I mean, take the Nintendo Switch for example. Like a stock launched Nintendo Switch can be only hacked when you want it to be, because it's all the attacks for it are tethered attacks, right? Like you have to like plug into a USB port and
right.
Do a whole like safe mode boot or whatever to get into hacking. So like, you know, you could reasonably edit a save file for your main Switch save game and then never open those hacks again, and then the game has an edited save file, you know, so that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You know?
My God, why are these Pokemon hitting so hard?
always think it's funny when you have like a Kavesi like soldier who's like, I am the defender. I'm going to target lock your entire party on me. And then
like,
everybody looks at him and he just dies.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess that means you die first then.
It's just, I don't know, there's something really funny about that. He's like,
It's kind of funny.
Attention. All of the attention is mine. I'm dead.
Is there a way, because this was a thing in Xenoblade 2 with the blade combos, is there a way to prevent enemies from summoning reinforcements? If they are able to.
I don't think there's any options for stealing reinforcements or anything like that.
Because you could do that in 2.
Not that many enemies actually do that in this game, though.
But when they do, it's really annoying.
I actually think it's like kind of cool. I feel like every time I play, like so far through this whole game, every time they've like given me like a bigger and bigger group to fight, like every single time I've just been like, this is so cool, everything's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the other games have handled group encounters better, because sometimes it feels like I can't get enough aggro to my tanks to get all of the attention of every enemy.
Out of curiosity, how many fights in this game have you actually lost? Would you say?
Quite a few. There's a lot of regular fights I've lost because I couldn't get the aggro steady.
I think through the I played the game entirely from start to finish on normal. I haven't changed difficulty.
Oh yeah, I've only played on normal as well.
And I've only lost I think like twice, maybe 3 times.
Maybe there's something I'm not understanding, but I still can play the game just fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't lost very much. I don't know if it's just because I'm good at making. I have been doing like some like I pay pretty close attention to like the descriptions for all the things, you know.
And so do I. It's just maybe it's just something I'm missing. My brain isn't picking up on.
I also am like able to like observe what's going on in a fight and figure out why
That-
it's not going the way I want.
Yeah,
it to.
that's another thing. Is like I have to sift through like the entire fight, say, okay, what's going on here that's causing everything to go wrong.
Yeah, and this, for the record, this is including all my fights with super bosses. I've literally only lost like I think I lost to the final super boss maybe once, maybe. And that was a level 120 something or other, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
All right. And that was just because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't even expecting it. I kind of was just like exploring the area that it's in, and then it just appeared. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like, well, I wasn't really prepared for this, but you know, my party just happened to be powerful enough.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, I've read a lot of the arts that I've gotten with Soul Hacker, and like some of them saying it increases the aggro gain in the area around you and stuff like that. But it's like, well, it doesn't seem to be working to me. There's one called Beast.
The problem is that some of the attackers are just so good.
Yeah, I think the attackers out damage the tanks, which is kind of the issue. Oh, that sucks. Curlia traced Stantler's Intimidate, but it didn't go off. So I'd probably have to switch it out. Ugh. Sucks.
I think it's kind of cool how this Xenoblade doesn't focus very much on the fact that it doesn't focus on like Lucky 7, like the sword, very much or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, there's like a weird cool sword, but like it doesn't really matter. You know?
It's like the sword is like broken as all hell, like it just destroys everything, but you don't need to worry about that. You know?
It's really not that important.
Oh god, Spore. Oh, here's something kind of cool about this game, or at least kind of weird. So, you don't need to use Awakenings in this game. You can use them, but it's a waste of resources, because you have this command, which is Call. When you hit that immediately awakens a Pokemon. You don't need to use Awakenings or full heals to awaken a Pokemon. And it's like the Call command is mostly for you know, when Shadow Pokemon go to the Hyper mode, to snap them out of it. But you can also use that to get rid of sleep. And the cool thing about... Oh god, Stantler's on a timer now. The cool thing about an XD, it still has the Call command, but in this game when you use it when nothing's going on, it just doesn't do anything. But in XD, when you use the call command, it actually raises your Pokemon's accuracy. Like, it goes up by 1 stage, so you don't have to use, like, X accuracies if you want. Oh no, this is a Flappy, shoot. I don't want to switch Crocodile in. Or switch my own Flappy in.
Every time I get a daze on an enemy and then I try to burst it, right, and then it dies before the burst actually hits, like this is sad. Yeah, the other thing is I think that Lucky 7, like the use of Lucky 7 in general isn't that great. It's kind of cool. It's a cool thing. I don't think it's like that useful though.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to use the talent art for it. Because, like, obviously I actually don't want the Lucky 7 Unleashed talent art to be on Noah when I'm not controlling him. But I want it on him when I'm controlling him because it's really good.
I don't know. I just let him have Ultimate Sword all the time. Like, I don't care. Whatever. If he wants to run Ultimate Sword, then I'll just leave it. It doesn't have any negative effects to let the AI do it.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure that if you haven't done, you should definitely do is set Ouroboros interlinks to player control. For
I have done that.
Yeah, you definitely want to be doing that for sure. So like you get to control each one individually, so you can just like get all of them to level 3 and then knock everybody into level 3 at once.
Right. Also, I have uni.
Focus on the most important thing for the Ouroboros forms is, at least in my opinion, is arts that you can spam really, really fast, and then get their soul links, or not soul links, their soul point, what is it? Soul chart. There you go. You need to unlock arts canceling as soon as possible.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
So yeah, you want to prioritize the fastest arts to execute. So like for Noah, it's like the Smash art is one of the fastest ones. And
yeah, and Bounding End is really good too. So I just do that. Yeah. I just spam those and get his talent art up.
Yeah, and his talent art is so good. The talent art on Noah's Ouroboros is so good. And then also you want to try to prioritize making sure that everybody's Ouroboros forms also has access to the combo arts. The ones that are like, interlink level 3, smash, whatever,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that. Giving everyone access to those is actually really, really good, especially if you're doing if you're controlling the whole party for interlink, because you can wait till everyone's at level 3, and then you can just driver combo in to death, like the enemies. You just literally just spam driver combos until they die.
Like you called it driver combos.
Well,
so, I know what you mean, but it's so used to Xenoblade 2. I do like the effect that they kept this from the original Xenoblade, but when the enemy is dazed, you don't gain any more aggro on it while it's happening. You can just spam the hardest hitting arts you know.
One of the best skills to link, because you can like link skills from other classes or whatever using master skills or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the best skills is Ultimate Kijang. If you ever.
Yeah, that's that's just Thaumaturge class.
Yeah, if you should link that to like everything that you can. If you
everything that's a physical, everything that's a physical attacker.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's just broken. it's just really
because
good.
Because you just do more damage. That's all it is.
Yeah, it also just doesn't even work the way it says. I think it like
what do you mean?
Slightly different. Like I think it says something about I can't remember. I have to go look at.
I thought the thing says it ignores 40% of the enemy's physical defense.
It actually is more like instead of ignoring it, it's almost like a subtraction. So
also, oh wait, really?
So it actually like makes you do even more damage against an enemy with low defense Like if an enemy has low defense, it's not like a blanket reduction. It's like a subtraction. You know what I
Holy
mean?
shit.
So it's actually fundamentally broken.
Wow, that's
like it actually like breaks. It's like it's like one of the strongest things in the game. I almost think they might patch it. It's actually so broken.
Oh god, I guess I need to put that on tanks then. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like I probably wouldn't have known it from the text like you said. So I'm glad you told me about that.
Yeah, I think Inel talked about it in one of his videos recently.
Well, I wanted to watch his videos, but I don't want to be spoiled by stuff, so.
Understandable. I didn't watch any of them until after I beat the game, so.
But you beat it way faster than I am beating it right now.
Well, yeah, but then again, I'm also I don't stream or have a job, so it's a little easier for me to get away with that.
I'm jealous. I wish I couldn't have like a job for a month and then go back to my job after playing 3. But that's just not how it works.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh, I like this.
If it makes you feel better when I do work, it's really nasty. So.
Yeah. So, this is one of my favorite little like oversights in the game. So, Jump Fluff here, its shadow is just squares because they forgot to make the shadows like actually accurate. So the shadows are more accurate to like the model polygons.
I like that.
Yeah, they fixed that in XD, but it's just funny.
I actually almost think that's like more charming somehow.
I think it is kind of charming, yeah. But it's like the only Pokemon that does that. Oh, Signal Beam.
Graveler looks so weird. Wow.
Yeah, Graveler does look weird in 3D. Espeon got Signal Beam, which is one of the best coverage moves you could probably get for a Psychic type. Because it's a bug type move.
So you're getting a new, you're commissioning a new stream overlay?
Yeah, oh shoot, I forgot I gotta send her the payment for it, because I forgot to do that.
What's the theming behind it?
It's like my intro screen, like that. Like I want it like that, but structured, laid out like the one I have now.
The one you have right now is very Xenoblade themed.
Yeah, and like we're not playing Xenoblade as much right now, so don't want to do that. Also, I finally put the Discord thing up there, so people actually know who I'm talking to now.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And it works because the game runs at 4:3, so it can easily fit on the side of the screen.
Yeah, personally, I'm one of those sorts of people who, if I was gonna do like stream overlay stuff, I would just do it myself because I'm like adept at photo editing and graphic editing.
I'm not a good graphic designer. I found that out when I did a few college classes.
Yeah, mostly I work in GIMP if I'm gonna do stuff like that, but I haven't done. I used to use Photoshop back when I was in high school, but
that's
like,
when
Photoshop costs money, and I was like, I could pirate Photoshop, and then I did. And I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I just try the open source option?
Yeah. I remember I pirated the Premiere Pro, and then they actually started getting on me about that by just spamming my screen every time I started my computer. I was like, I can't take this anymore.
I still use what version of Premiere Pro do I have? I have Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018 on my computer still.
Oh my god.
Because I've never needed to update it. I don't even make videos that often, but when I do, it's like totally fine. There's no issues.
Oh, we got a Quick Claw. I guess I could give that to
still using 5-year-old Premiere Pro, and it's just like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, with all this stupid UI updates, it might be good. Because I hate it when they update
The nice thing is my computer isn't getting any more powerful, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need to put a new version of the software on here every time I need to use it. I'll just use the same one that I used that works. Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I've considered streaming before, but I don't know if I don't know. I find it like difficult to talk about a game that I'm playing without like getting off topic because
Oh
it's,
yeah.
like, you know, and I mean I don't know. Maybe I also just I'm not sure how entertaining I am really.
I mean, I thought about that at first, but as I started to do it more and more, I found that I can build myself up a bit with each time. And it's just that I just accept the fact it's not going to come to me straight away. It's something that happens over time, and whether it's working or not, I still can't tell, and I probably won't be able to tell for a long time. But at least I at least like to think that I'm doing good, and if that's the case, and if that's what's keeping me going, I'm perfectly fine. Fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I stumbled across your stream just because I was looking the way I came across your stream for the record was you were playing Xenoblade, and I was like, I'm on Twitch, I'm gonna look at Xenoblade Chronicles section, and so I did, and you were there, and I was like, okay, I'll see what this guy's doing.
Well,
I kind of was just clicking through streams, and you seem to like be the first person I was watching who actually had any idea what they were doing. Like, the rest of them were just like...
For most games, I like to have an idea of what I'm doing, because if not, like, I mean, I'm all for a blind playthrough of something, but at least I want to have more general knowledge of the thing I'm doing than not.
Right. Well, I mean, even if you were to have streamed Xenoblade 3 blind, for example, I feel like you would have had an advantage still, just because you played the other ones, so you have an idea of what's going on. Like,
yeah. I will say I did have an easier time getting into this game than Xenoblade 2, but I think that's because I played both games beforehand a bunch of times to really know what I was doing. Whereas when Xenoblade 2 came out, I played like Xenoblade 1 about like 2 or 3 times, and Xenoblade X like for 20 hours, so I was still fairly novice. But the game also didn't do a very good job of explaining everything either.
Yeah, Xenoblade 2 is like pretty mixed in terms of like tutorial.
Yeah, but everything else about the game is great.
Yeah, if they're ever gonna re-release it, I feel like they should like adopt what they did for tutorials in Xenoblade 3 and just do that again.
Yeah.
Maybe rework it a little bit. They can still keep like the in-game tutorials, but like maybe make them a little bit more clear, and then allow you to replay them. Maybe add the training session things in from this game.
Yeah.
I literally haven't even tried any of those.
Oh, what, the training drills?
Yeah, I didn't even try.
I tried a few with the new concepts of the game, like Ouroboros and chain attacks and stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah, I never even like, I opened the menu, looked at it, and I was like, oh, there's checkboxes. Maybe I'll check those off eventually. And then I closed the menu and still have it. And now I've killed all the super bosses, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need that. I have to say, like, I do think that it's interesting that the, I really do like the direction they've taken with super bosses, like, a lot. It's, like, way better than what they did in Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 1's super bosses are cool, but, like, they're like, cool in such a...
They're heavily weighed against you, even though, like, that's the point, but it's still, like, not as fair as it should be.
I feel like Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade 2 also, like, anybody who, like, dedicates a decent enough amount of time to the game is going to be able to figure out a party setup that will kill the super bosses. You know what I mean? Whereas in Xenoblade 1, it's like, you have, like, 3 options.
and some of the options are like, you still have luck whether or not they work anyway.
Right.
Did they buff Fury Cutter in this mod? I have to check. Because Fury Cutter's not really a good bug move.
I like the way Mighty Anna looks.
Yeah, that's very cool. Where's... Yeah, they did buff it because its base power is now 40 when it, I think it starts at 10 base power, and then when you use it, in a row, it gets more powerful, but now it's just base 40 power, which is pretty good. I remember when that used to be the only bug-type move in Gen 2 that was like, that Caesar could use. I was like, I remember using a Caesar in Pokemon Gold when that came out on the 3DS eShop, and like it just saddened me to know that the best Bug and Steel type moves for it in the game were the Fury Cutter and Steel Wing. It's like, that's sad. Caesar really didn't get like that good until Gen 4 when it got Bullet Punch. And I think that's huh?
Oh, sorry. Unrelated thing.
Okay.
I meant to mute.
Yeah, Caesar's probably my favorite Pokemon because of the buff it got in Gen 4 and what it's kept for onwards, because it has the ability Technician. And if you don't know what that does, Cheat Freak, that's Technician boosts the base power of any move that's under base power 60. So like Quick Attack, for example, will get like a 20% increased power boost. Because it's under that base power threshold. And Caesar's Bullet Punch, which is base 40, is now like a super reliable attacking move that always goes first.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. And you can also...
pretty useful.
Yeah, it's really useful. It makes a lot of weaker moves you think are like really weak actually stronger than... Like, say, I'd say Bullet Punch is probably a more optimal and better move to use on a Caesar than Iron Head would, even though it has better base power damage. But that's why I like it. It gets used to some of the moves you might not use after a certain point. I think we're almost through the cave here. There's not too much more to go. Oh god, plus all mining. They're actually using them how the game wants you to use them in a double battle.
Alright, finally I think I have all the stuff I need to make my level 10 double strike gem.
Nice. Then I'm gonna take out Plusle first. Oh yeah, here's an interesting fact about Magmar. Well, it's more has to do with competitive battling. But it does have something to do with these two games, Pokemon XD and Colosseum, but more so XD. But basically, one of Shadow Magmar in XD got Follow Me as a move, and that it normally does not get through any other means. And what that move does is that it's pretty much like an aggro move where every attack from the opposing side will be targeted at the Pokemon that used the move. And people actually transferred that Magmar from Colosseum or from XD to the Gen 4 game or to Gen 5, and they used that Magmar in competitive battles. And like Magmar was actually like had a tournament placing back in the Gen 5 days, which I thought was pretty funny.
Moving a Magmar off of a GameCube game because it implemented it wrong.
Well, no, it's because it was like it's like one of those special moves that Pokemon get sometimes, like from like an egg move or like a event or something like that. It was the only Magmar that could ever get that move. And it's fully legal because it was from a game and you can transfer it.
There's another one of those things about competitive Pokemon that I'm like, you know, like think about this for a second, like from an outside perspective. In order to be competitively viable during that time, you had to own a GameCube game from like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
that's like
possibly. If you wanted to have like a certain Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's like ridiculous. I mean, sure, it's not the only way to go about being competitively viable, but like, I just mean like that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, but and I'll reiterate, it is way better than it has been now. Like it's definitely more straightforward.
part of that also is that not every Pokemon game has every Pokemon in it, so you're kind of getting artificially limited a little bit.
And it was more so apparent in these games too, because you couldn't transfer Gen 2 Pokemon to the Game Boy Advance games. So they had to make these games in order to make them available.
Yeah.
And that was just like I think that was just a complete oversight from them, because I mean they weren't planning on Ruby and Sapphire existing after Gen 2 finished, because Gen 2 was supposed to be the last Pokemon game, at least according to them. But since its popularity is impalpable, you know, they had to make Ruby and Sapphire. Although I do think somebody found a way through like a Raspberry Pi or something like that to actually transfer Gen 2 data from like an actual Game Boy cartridge to a GBA cartridge.
I think the way people do it like the most official way possible is to like copy the data off of a Game Boy cartridge to a 3DS and then use the 3DS stuff to do it, right?
Maybe.
Isn't that like the only official way to do it? Probably.
Well, because with on the 3DS,
I say official loosely, obviously.
Yeah, with the 3DS, because like the 3DS has the Virtual Console Gen 2 games, and those are compatible with Pokemon Bank, and that's one way to transfer Pokemon from Gen 2 to current generation games. But back in the day.
Yeah. Before that, though, there was no way. So that's why I'm saying I feel like today, if people were to like wanted to bring a Gen 2 Pokemon from an actual Game Boy cartridge, they would need some way of getting their Game Boy cartridge save data off. So I don't know if they could do that through a. There's probably like a reader you can buy, right?
Something like that, or you have to make something yourself through like a.
Yeah. But there's probably like some sort of same way of getting the save file off the cartridge, and then you would have to like copy it, like edit the file to make it a Virtual Console 3DS save file, and then use a modded 3DS to put the save file into a Virtual Console copy of the game, and then you can use Pokemon Bank to pull that save data off.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably like the most roundabout way of doing it.
Yeah. What I was talking about is like actually using a physical Game Boy cartridge to get it to a Gen 3 Game Boy Advance game.
Oh yeah, didn't somebody do like a YouTube video about how they like reverse engineered the protocol?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
I think I read that they had to like approximate some of the data though, because
they did, yeah, because it was not compatible like at all. Like some of it was not compatible with the hardware.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is kind of weird considering Game Boy Advance was able to play Game Boy games. You know? So they actually they had to have some way of being able to play the games on the system. And that's how I played Pokemon Crystal for the first time, was on the GBA SP.
Yeah, for me, like I said, the only ones I played were originally were Emerald and Fire Red, mostly. I played Sapphire too a bit, but mostly Emerald and Fire Red.
Fire Red was so good.
Like I said, I still have my complete in box like hard copies of Fire Red and Emerald in my drawer here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fire Red's probably.
You know, if I ever need money for something, I guess I have an option.
Fire Red's probably my favorite, like, handheld nostalgic game, or Pokemon game, because it's probably my first one. But I'd say XD is probably, like, my favorite, like, nostalgia Pokemon game. Because I really like, I just really like XD.
Most people seem to like XD. I haven't played it myself, but it looks like it looks like they everything that they wanted to do with Colosseum, they did better with XD, right?
Yeah. It was originally going to have a weirder story involving the main character from this game, but they decided not to go through with it because they thought it'd be too dark. God damn. Curlia can not, like, take any hits whatsoever. It keeps dying.
He's a dainty little flower. You have to, well, or her. He's a dainty little flower.
Well, I can make it. I can make them. I can make them a Gallade if I was able to. Since a male.
Look, he's a dainty little flower. All right, you have to treat him with the love and respect he deserves.
It would be like SpongeBob and like the Great Snail Race episodes, like it's like pushing Gary too hard, but with like my Pokemon, I was like, come on, you can take him over the hits on that.
It's funny you mentioned SpongeBob. I was cleaning the garage and my sister had a whole bunch of plush toys.
Yeah.
That she, because she just had like an insurmountable amount of them. Just she had a bunk bed, right, when she was a kid, and she had so many stuffed animals that her entire top bunk was just stuffed animals. That's it. There was no mattress, it was just an entire bed of stuffed animals.
I had a similar thing.
Ridiculous amount. So, anyway, while we were, a lot of them were like crap, right? So we had to get rid of them because they were in the garage for years.
Yeah.
But me and my sister sat outside and went through the bags, and I found some SpongeBob plush toys in there, and I was like,
I used to have one.
These are like, yeah, I have like a policeman SpongeBob now.
I think I had a Mermaid Man SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's but it's like official Nickelodeon merch, so I was like, oh, that's cool. So I was like, I kept those. We had to wash them, but yeah.
I like how me and that Ferret, their exchange statuses, where I got paralyzed by Body Slam and then I burned it with my Flame Body ability.
Nice. New Xenoblade 3 icons later today.
Oh, that's right. It's Thursday.
Yeah, it should be later today. I wonder what we're gonna get. I'm hoping we
I
get,
think it's some of the queens actually.
I don't know, but I hope we get more of the heroes icons.
Yeah. Me too.
Is this the last week?
I think so.
I hope that they do another round of or something then.
They need to go back and do the other games.
There's not even enough icon slots. Well, I mean, I guess they did all the chibis for the main party cast, so I guess that's fine. So all that's left should be just heroes then, right?
And the queens, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I'm not gonna say my opinions on the queens because of spoilers. But I was like tormented inside. Also, we have like 4 item boxes. Yay! What we got?
Where are you? If you don't mind me asking, where are you at in chat in the story? Are you like?
I'm right before going to Colony Omega because I was doing all the side quests and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you're doing the side story for
Tyon and
okay.
and for Riku and Nana.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got all the elemental punches. Cool. Whenever
if I could give you a piece of advice, it would be to do the Colony Omega stuff as soon as you can, because there's some good rewards for doing so that you will like, and it will enhance the next several hours of your gameplay experience.
Okay. And well, I'm sure one of them is Troubadour, because
possibly. Can't confirm or deny without.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain that's what I'm gonna get.
Possibly.
But I'm not gonna. And I won't know how, but I will.
Let's see here. So they gave us icons for. Let's see. The one who yells "bitch queen" a lot. The one who.
Oh my god, I love her.
The one. Yeah, I do too. The one. Let's see. We got
potato.
For,
we got Potato Man.
We got Juniper, Valdi. We have an icon for Guernica. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is a bit weird.
He's like such a minor character, but okay. We got Ashura. I like Ashura.
Yeah, she's really good. She's crazy.
She's absolutely crazy, and it's like the best way. It's like in the best way possible.
I love Uni's reactions. I love Uni's reactions to her. This is so awesome. It's like she was like.
Oh yeah, their back and forth is great.
She was like born specifically to piss Uni off, and she knows it.
We got Alexandria. We got Fiona. We got Xeon.
Potato Man.
Yeah, Spud King.
Spud King.
We got Kamaravi. We got Ethel. We got all 3 Ouroboros. All 6 Ouroboros, I mean.
Yeah, all 6.
We got the Veiled Sword. Or, yeah, the Veiled Sword.
Riku's there. Riku and Manana as well.
Riku and Manana are here. So, like, that leaves only the portraits for... The portraits for Lance.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
For Taion, Uni, and Mio and Noah. So that leaves just heroes left then, right?
Yeah, I got lucky. Curly had just traced Combustion's speed boost. That's one of the best abilities in the game.
Watch her get hit in one, get one shot anyway though, and then it's useless.
Yeah. Why did they ever think about giving Blaziken's speed boost as a hidden ability? That was just... They know that would break the game in half, and they like immediately got banned to Ubers. It's like the same thing when they gave Cinderace, basically the same thing as Greninja's hidden ability, which changes the type of the Pokemon depending on what move they use. And it's just like, why did they do that? That's gonna be so broken.
So I'm just trying to figure out what icons. I'm trying to guess what icons we're gonna get, like, today after we get them out.
I think there was a preview of some of them somewhere.
Is there?
I can't remember where, but anyway, this Earthring's about to wreck my shit. I'm pretty sure, because I think they're gonna gang up on Curlia here.
Because last week was just like 6 chibis and then 2 heroes, right?
Yeah.
Xeon, Fiona, Wizard, Kamaravi, Ethel. By the way, my favorite hero quest in the game is Ashura's hero quest.
The
one where you just like
the first one.
The one where you just go and just wreck the entire colony, like top to bottom.
Yeah.
Completely flip tables, you know.
Yeah.
It was just so fun, man.
It was so fun. I know, and I love Uni's reaction at the end. It's like, yep, I just really hate you so much. That was so funny.
They have respect for each other, but mutual hatred.
Yeah.
Well, not even mutual hatred. I don't think Ashura hates anything.
No, Ashura's just likes to fuck with people.
She's just crazy. So we got Juniper, Baldi, Ashura, Alex, Ethan, what is it? Ethel, Kamaravi, Izzard, Fiona, and Xeon so far, I think.
I think you're right.
And Gondor.
I made a joke with my friends about like the top 3 contributors to the Xenoblade series Swear Jar, and like Nia's number 3, Uni's number 2, and Gondor's number 1.
She is a wee bit abrasive.
Yes, but I like characters who are like full force about that. They don't care.
So that would leave that leaves for the next week's that would leave Gray, Monica, and spoiler.
Whoever
Okay.
the machine assassin is. I don't know.
Machine Assassin is based.
I heard that the class isn't as good as it should be, but hopefully it gets fixed at some point. I don't know.
That is correct. It's not a very good class, but the character is so good that I don't care.
Okay, well, I don't want to know anything about it yet, besides the class, but Espeon's really getting up there in levels because I have the. Well, that's the thing is with Shadow Pokemon, they don't gain. Well, they don't gain any experience technically. But when they're purified, they gain all their experience at once. So. And again, Shadow Pokemon are way better balanced in XD because in this game, they only have Shadow Rush, which is like a base, like 50 or 60 power move. But like in XD, you actually have a multiple Shadow moves that have different effects and different powers, which I like.
They only do 8 icons per week so far, right?
I think so.
That's exactly enough icons for them to do all the rest of the heroes if they wanted to.
Oh, nice.
Because so far they haven't done Teach, Gray, Monica, Spoiler, Triton, and they haven't done the Queens either.
Triton's awesome.
So I'm hoping that that's what they do. I'm hoping that's what it is. Triton is pretty cool. He's a great character.
Yeah. Also,
he's also one of the most interesting consoles for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he also got my SpongeBob meme spouting going because pirate, obviously. And I was like, I was just laughing my ass off. And also, I made a joke with me not being running the boat into things.
I just liked Triton a lot because it's he fills his flame clock instead of killing people by killing sea monsters.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, that's pretty cool.
It is.
It's like,
oh god, Bug Buzz. And they're dead.
How funny is it that the most ethical person in the game is the most ethical console is the one that's
it's a pirate.
It's a pirate, yeah.
But I was when I was piloting the boat.
Yeah.
When I was piloting the boat, I was making the joke in the Shanghai episode of SpongeBob where he's moving behind the rocks and SpongeBob's like, "You're good, you're good, keep going, you're good," and stop. Don't worry, Captain, we'll buff out those scratches, and the boat's just completely gone.
Yeah. This month's Animal Crossings are garbage. There's no good Animal Crossing characters this month.
They were all born in August, so they all suck, I guess.
Apparently. That's fine. To be honest with you, I'm low on silver coins anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm spending them all on Xenoblade 3.
Yeah, same here. I've been perpetually in a state of running out because I've been buying those and then also the Mario Kart ones for the most part. There's I've been skipping over the 3D models of the stuff. I don't really like the way those look. Once
I finish Xenoblade 3, I'm going to be playing Mario Kart because I have not touched the new courses yet.
Neither have I.
I really want to.
I'll just hold off on touching them until you play it, and then we can do multiplayer.
Sure, I'd love that.
Yeah.
But I also hope by the time I get to it, the next pack hasn't come out yet. But I don't think that'll happen.
There's no way of knowing, but that's one thing's for sure.
The only thing I can the only thing I can guarantee about is that it'll come out before the end of the year, and then the other 3 will come out next year. Because they'll fit pretty good in the timing window they assigned for it. Alright, there's one more regular battle we have to do before the boss. And I can't wait to get to that boss because that one's pretty fun. And I think it keeps the same strategy as in the original Colosseum too, so I really like. Bum, 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 ba, da, da. Okay.
Nintendo 64 released when I was turning 1 years old, and Nintendo says the Nintendo Switch Online app.
Yeah,
well, I guess that gives you an idea of how old I am. I am 26.
I am 23, so I'm a bit. I was 99, so I'm a bit younger.
Whatever. Basically the same.
I mean, might as well, yeah.
So, whatever. All that really matters is what generation of games you grew up on.
I mean, this is. I mean, the ones that I've been playing for the past month is what I grew up on.
Yeah, same deal here for the most part.
Oh wow! I found actually, Pincer's Hypercutter reminded me of something. So really cool. So in Gen 3 games, you could actually use cut on not just on trees, but actually on tall grass, and you could actually get rid of patches of tall grass. And it'd be like in a it'll be like in a square or circle around you. But if your Pokemon using cut has the ability Hyper Cutter, it actually gets rid of more tiles of tall grass, and I never knew about that until recently, and it just blew my mind.
It's interesting. Well, it seems like an odd detail.
It is very odd, like because nobody uses cut on those blades of tall grass, because you have to stop, open the menu, select cut, and then wait for the animation to play, and then do it again because you don't cut enough blades of grass for it to really matter. Speaking of cut, it's using cut now. I also wish Lantern was a better Pokemon because I love its design and I love its typing, but it just doesn't have that impressive of stats. I hope it doesn't have Volt Absorb, but we're gonna see. It doesn't. Okay. Also, Lantern is like such a remote Gen 2 Pokemon. I feel like a lot of people think it's a Gen 3 Pokemon because you can actually find it easier in Gen 3. God dang, it can't even take that much of a special attack hit.
Alright. I'm trying to figure out, I'm having a hard time deciding what level 10 gem I should go for next, so I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
What should I go for next? I already have Double Strike, Empowered Combo, let's see. I guess I'll just read your options for you.
Sure.
I could do Tailwind, Steel Protection, Ultimate Counter, Brimming Spirit, Perilous Presence, Accurate Grace, Analyze Weakness, Swelling Scourge, Refined Incantation, Soothing Breath, Life-Saving Expertise, Ironclad, Steady Striker, and that's it.
How much does the increase in agility go to?
Agility up is Steel, let's see here. Which one is that again? Tailwind. Tailwind, it goes all the way up to 35.
25.
My current
Honestly,
best is 25.
Yeah, I'd honestly kind of recommend going for agility and dexterity because those are two pretty important stats. And I know you can decrease them through accessories as well, but like
let's see. It looks like the one I'm closest to between the two is agility. So maybe I'll go for that one.
Yeah.
Looks like I need Aluk Antlers, Brog Oil, Skeeter Wing, Antol Leg, and a Geshu Wing. Alright. Well, that doesn't seem too hard to collect. Clean everyone's clothes. Has anybody confirmed if cleaning clothes does anything or if it's just aesthetic?
I feel like it's just aesthetic. I haven't really noticed anything. I mean, sometimes the characters will comment about it if you really go a long time without doing it. I do like opening up the menu sometimes when like you're low on food, or the timer on the food, and Lance just goes, "Yo, I'm hungry," and it's just funny because I'm not expecting it.
I kind of love every time how you pass, like no matter who your hero is. It's like most of the time when you pass the food areas.
Yeah.
They always like run up there like I'm hungry.
Yeah. Their ADHD kicks in and goes over there.
Yeah, it's great.
Even if you literally just ate something, they still go over there.
Hey man, they're hungry, alright? They do a lot of running around. So, I get it. They need energy. Don't worry, guys. I'll get Banana to make Crumble Crunch Block Bar for you an infinite number of times. I'm gonna run out of Crumble Crunch Block Bar ingredients soon. I have to go either buy some or find some. If you're wondering, Crumble Crunch Block Bar is 35% enemy drop boost.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, pretty good.
I right now
Just
I've only been
I've
only been sticking with the CP gain food because you know obviously leveling up classes faster means more good stuff. So.
Your fastest means of getting CP fast is just fighting things that are stronger than you.
Right.
Of course, that also increases your EXP, but
yeah, I don't want to be too overleveled for right now.
Yeah. I'll be real with you, I didn't even do most of the Ascension quests until after the game, because I wanted to go into the final boss part of the game underleveled a little bit. And it wasn't a mistake, it was really, like, the final boss really felt very treacherous, and it was super good because of that.
I just like the feeling of gaining more and more things to make you stronger. That's why I like doing it. Even though it does make some parts a little bit easier. But I just like the feeling of actually progressing in terms of like stats and stuff.
As much as I'd like to stick with this party setup, I really do just need to completely retool everything.
Yeah, I come to that conclusion a lot in my experience.
I need to retool everyone in favor of a party that's going to be spamming burst combos. Do I want to continue with this party though? I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. Either way, I gotta go take the trash can back, so I'll be right back.
Okay. I guess that means I get no promotion! God, that was terrible. I can't roll my R's like that. I was doing like the robotic promotion. That's still probably one of those things. That's actually like the most legit funny things from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is that the whole promotion joke. That's like a SpongeBob level joke. Alright, here we are. We're approaching the end of the dungeon. And we have the best music ever! Oh my god, I need to get a cat jam. This music's so fucking weird. One last frantic dance before the grand finale. This game is short. No, it is not. Oh my god. This music. God damn it, Polytoad. Focus blast! Oh shit! Oh my god! Whew. Whew. Ooh, that did a lot. Whew. Oh god, focus miss. Focus miss. What is my luck? Hey, you're just in time for Miror B and his amazing music. Like, you need to listen to this music. Hang on, let me, It is so weird, but it is so good. Oh my god.
It's pretty funky.
It is funky. It is so good. Like, it's such like one of the weirdest pieces of music I've ever heard in a game, but it's so good. And I love his team, by the way, too. His team is like all Ludicolo's, except for his last one. But it's just like that's just his dance. That's his dance team. Is all these Ludicolo's. I love this boss fight. Although it has a really annoying strategy where he uses rain dance and then spams like surf. That gets really annoying. I did get that's pretty good actually. I traced Swift Swim, so now Curly is gonna be super fast.
I think my solution for my problem where nobody is breaking enough, I'm going to switch Uni over to Young Smith.
Okay.
Instead of running her Full Metal Jag.
Yeah.
We'll keep her Full Metal Jag outfit though, because that's a cool outfit.
That's really cool, yeah. Damn! I didn't realize the animation got different whenever you kept using Fury Cutter. That's really cool. Ooh, Shadow Lairon! Oh man! I love Aggron. Even though its typing is not that good. I mean, Rock and Steel's a really good defensive typing until you run into fighting and ground type moves. Then it's like, you're dead. But everything else is like... Yeah, but Aggron's one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. I think I might use Lairon here. But, I'm really appreciating Fury Cutter right now because they've been super helpful in taking out these really annoying Ludicolo. Because Ludicolo is probably one of the hardest Pokemon to take out because its typing is really good. Water and Grass is such a good typing. I think I need to do more of that. I think Ludicolo is like the only line that is Water and Grass. I'm gonna try Premier Ball because that's kind of matches the colors a bit of Lairon. I kind of wish I used the Premier Ball on Kirlia. Yeah, we got it.
Oh, very bombastic.
Yes. And I still like his Ludicolours are still here. So I like Miror's in this game, but he's also an XD, but instead of being like a disco kind of guy, he turns into like Michael Jackson with his dance moves. It's just really funny. And his afro is 100% amazing. It's a Pokeball afro. Oh, we got Bulldoze. That's a pretty good move. But I don't have anybody who can learn it right now.
See, can I put a burst and a daze together to make it so that I get a burst daze instantly?
I think you...
If I use fusion?
Yeah, well, I think the daze has to come before the burst.
What I mean is if I do like a master art that's a daze, and then I do like a normal art that's a burst, and then I use a fusion art to fuse them together.
Yeah, that should work because
that should. Yeah, I think that doesn't. I think that would do a daze burst.
Because what I've done with Incursor and Yumsmith is I have their break art and then a topple art fused with them, and it instantly topples the enemy if it works. So theoretically your daze and burst should work.
Yeah, it should be fine. I need to get some more dazes. Let me put some more dazes on. Tyon's got a daze. Who else has got a daze? I've got a daze on my Signifer, which is kind of weird, but I'm running it funny, so whatever. Break on... Yeah, that's fine. I need to switch Mio's... Let's see, Mio is a soul hacker. I need to switch Mio over from dodge to strike.
To attack?
There we go. Yeah, she needs to be an attacker now so that she's not getting aggro as much. Hopefully, at least. That's the hope, right?
Yeah.
Boost maximum HP, increased critical rate. That's pretty good. She got 35% crit rate. That's pretty solid.
So, upon finishing this part of the game, you are given a Plusle. And originally, I think in Pokemon Colosseum, because there's data for it, there's originally supposed to be a Shadow Mine-In as well, and they kind of wanted you to, like, you know, use their abilities that they get in double battles to enhance them. But they never put the Shadow Mine-In in the game.
When I was a kid, I had a friend, in school who would draw Pokemon fan art, and the first one of the Pokemon fan arts he did was a was a plusle and minusle. I don't remember what the heck he called them, but it was like a plusle or a minus. What is it?
Plusle and minin.
Minin, yeah. He did one for multiplication and for division.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember thinking of like a similar idea when I was a kid too, or like there's like a rumor that there was one.
That was pretty funny. I approved of that. That was pretty funny. I think
feel
at
like
the
they-
time I thought it was stupid, but now
I feel
I'm
like they-
you know what, they should have did it.
I feel like they should. I feel like they should do it at some point. There's still time. Mr. Layron here, Mr. Larry. Maybe I'll name him Larry when he's purified. He's got Rockhead too, which is pretty good. Makes moves like Double Edge not harm you.
Good news is now I have a cajillion break brooches. So now I can put break brooches on everybody who has break. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Sneasel back for now. So I'm gonna use Layron instead, because like if I use Layron and Sneasel, I'm gonna have like 2 Pokemon that are 4 times weak to fighting, and that's like not good. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. At least not right now. Talk to this lady here. She's like the the person you go to when you're not sure where to go to next, which will tell you where you need to go. Like one of those places in RPGs. Like I remember in Paper Mario, there's a couple like that. So now we're going to, this is actually one of my favorite places in Colosseum NXD is Agate Village, or Agate, sorry. Because I remember Xenoblade 2 has Agate, and that's how they pronounce it. I don't know, this is also a very nostalgic place for me. Although it's weird in this, huh?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking. I guess my party is fine now. I just rotated things around a bit.
This place also feels weird for me because in XD it's at a different when you're moving around the place, it's from a different camera angle than this game where it's like straight on. We got Helping Hand and Dig. So that'll help out a lot. Like, I can't wait to use these TMs when I can finally purify my Pokemon here in a few minutes. Or maybe another 30 minutes, I think. Because we got some more battles to go through. I think they still kept the Shadow Hitmontop too. Oh my god, there's so many good Pokemon I want to use. Oh shoot, I might have to go buy... I have time to go buy more Great Balls too. So I saw that oh, you know what? I wanted to tell you about this earlier, but me and my friends were talking earlier, and I found this out because Proton John's been streaming Xenoblade 1, and I saw in one of his comments this, and my friend confirmed it, but apparently the English voice actor for Dixon passed away back in December.
Really?
Yeah. That's kind of sad.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Hmm.
It was a really good performance, though, for sure. There's another thing I was going to talk about, too. I forgot what I was gonna say after that. Oh, this is how you get some berries. Got a citrus berry, that's good. It's one of the best berries in the game. Let's enter here.
This is not the enemy I thought it was. Well, that's okay. I'll still kill it, but I thought this was the. I get these enemies' names confused.
Oh,
This
the
is
Relic
an area
Forest.
You haven't been here yet, but you'll understand what I mean when you get here.
Yeah. So this area actually has lore importance for a Pokemon that's never brought up in any other Pokemon game, but it has to do with Celebi. And I wish they kind of would like have this be related to Celebi, because like the only time Celebi's ever been like in an in-game event was Pokemon Crystal and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I wish they did more with Celebi, because I actually kind of like the fourth movie, the fourth Pokemon movie.
I saw that one in theaters.
You did?
Actually, yeah. It wasn't like by choice. It was just like I happened to. It was like a situation where I was with like a distant family.
Yeah.
And we were just like, take the kids to like somebody at the house was like, take the kids to the movies or something. And so we did. We went to the movies and we watched a Pokemon movie. That was what we did.
That's yeah.
It was
Alright.
what I was like, you know.
I really like the fourth Pokemon movie. It's pretty decent.
Those are kind of some of my favorite experiences as a kid, where it's just like, I wasn't planning on doing anything that day because I was a kid and kids don't plan anything. And the parents are just like, get the hell out of my house. And it's like,
Go
okay.
do something.
So we went and saw a Pokemon movie.
I also wish they changed Celebi's type to Grass Fairy when the Fairy type was introduced, because it's still Grass Psychic, but it's definitely more Fairy than Psychic. Although, I guess you could equate time travel to that. I don't know.
Excuse me. Jeez. My allergies are not happy today.
My allergies get pretty bad sometimes, too. I like the texture on Sharpedo there, because he kind of looks like he has, like, rough shark skin, like his ability. Whoa, that's a weird move for Leiron to come with. Rain Dance. I mean, I can see why, because, well, no, maybe, no, I can't see why, because it doesn't already take super effective damage from fire because it's a rock type, so it negates the steel weakness.
So this is called a Vakuku. Okay. I need to remember that the bird ones are Vakukus.
Yeah, there goes
The
Leiron.
other one. Hollow ones. No, that's not what I'm trying to fight. What? This one? Well, that's something K. What am I looking for here? It's a flat.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say earlier, but the composer for this game, for Colosseum, has his own YouTube channel, and he posts some stuff too. But he did a few arrangements of his own themes from this game, which is really cool.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of when that kind of thing happens. You know, Jake Kaufman, the guy.
Yeah, I know Jake Kaufman. Yeah.
He did that a few times with Shantae Music. He like made fan-made compositions. I mean, as in a fan of his own work, I guess.
Yeah.
So he did some OC remixes for OC Remix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, I just totally misremembered this then. Okay, I need to go to a different area anyway. I just was in the completely wrong area.
Yeah, I don't see why Leiron needs to have Rain Dance, because it's already weak to water. You're gonna make yourself even weaker.
Maybe he just likes swimming, bro.
Maybe. I feel like Sunny Day would probably... Oh. No, why do you have Sandstorm? That makes even... I don't know. It's not the weather move on the Pokemon I would expect it to have. Oh god, I gotta switch Crocodile out because I got some grass type Pokemon. Thankfully, Magmar can take a few hits. I really liked, one Pokemon I liked using in, Legends Arceus a couple times was Magmortar. Magmortar's a really good Pokemon. At least, I think it is, but it's not, like, super good competitively. A lot of people hate some of the Gen 4 evolution designs, but I think they're, like, they make sense and they're really good. And plus, Magmortar's like the only like one of the few fire types that like learns Thunderbolt, which is like super cool.
For me, I kind of never like I said, Pearl was the game that made me not play Pokemon games for like a decade.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not like the game was so bad that it made me. I just was. It just wasn't enough of an improvement.
I never go back to Diamond or Pearl because they're so slow, and Platinum's just way better.
Well, it's not even really that. It's more just like for me, like I came off of Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Emerald, and I was like, all right, what's this next Pokemon game, right? So like,
yeah.
I did it, and I'm just like, I'm bored. Why am I bored? And then I stopped playing, and then I just never picked the game up again. Never played another Pokemon game until Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Well, I think so, that's probably one of the worst Pokemon games to ever try and like the original Diamond and Pearl, because they had a lot of issues and weren't very good. Although I do remember putting a lot of hours into it. But like I remember in original Diamond and Pearl, they actually gave Hypnosis 70% accuracy, and like that's like super busted. So then Platinum they brought it back down to like 60 or 55% accuracy. I think it was about 60. And also there was a glitch with Protect in Diamond and Pearl where if there was hailing and your Pokemon used Blizzard, you know, obviously it's 100% accurate in Blizzard. It would even go through Protect. The Blizzard would go through Protect if it was up. And so that was not supposed to happen. There's a few other glitches in that. I forget which what they were though. They probably forgot to just add the to take away the accuracy check in the Protect data or something like that, and that's probably why it didn't work. But at least that's my feeble attempt at a guess.
Yeah, you never know with those sorts of things.
But I'm pretty sure that's something
like around the time that DS games were being written, like programming software didn't have a lot of great typesafing for like modern code that would be needed for things like DS games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you would have like lots of bugs just due to like memory management issues and things like that, you know?
Right.
I've been told this from developers who worked on DS games at the time, at least. So apparently it was like kind of always a mess to a degree.
It just sounds like they forgot. It's just like something. It has to do with an accuracy check, I'm pretty sure, and with how Blizzard bypasses that with the hail up. That's probably why it got through.
Probably just like there's like a flow that that's supposed to run that it bypasses, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it bypasses this, so this check that's nested in this conditional doesn't actually even get ran because it bypasses it.
Yeah.
But there's supposed to be a copy of that conditional somewhere else, right? But,
yeah, probably like that. I think you got it pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I said, I don't really write a lot of code, but I have an idea of how programming logic works. It's just I don't write a lot of code because I'm not good at the creative process in so much as figuring out a solution to a problem with no resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever be a good coder. I'd be a pretty good debugger, though. That's for sure.
I like Kadabra's fainting animation where he throws the spoon up and then it hits him in the head and then he falls over. Oh, Kadabra, you spoon. That's what Uni would call him, probably.
Or she'd just call him an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I like that exchange where Lance and Uni calling each other spoons. It's like, what is that supposed to mean?
I like it. I understand the sentiment.
Yeah, I understand the sentiment. It's just like, it's so funny to me when I can't tell the difference between fake slang and actual British slang.
I think I caught on pretty quick that was a fake one.
I think it is, but you could have fooled me, honestly.
Yeah. Uni calling Lance a Muppet. Was pretty good too.
That's hilarious to me because of the context of actual Muppets. Like
Uni just says funny things all the time.
No, I know. I know.
Like, well, what's the other one? Hang on, Aleveness, she says at some point. What
yeah.
the heck does that mean?
Oh my god.
The writing in this game is just really good, like in general. I was worried about the snuff and spark and whatever. You know,
yeah, I was worried about that too.
But like it's like so funny that it kind of like you can see past the silliness of it, you know.
Also, this guy is like a legendary trainer and he uses Pikachu.
Yeah, you're fighting Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Also, haha, his name is Scrub.
Makes sense. I mean, he has been 10 years old for like 20 years.
No, I mean the guy with the Pikachu's fighting is named Scrub.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just saying that Ash is a scrub. He has a.
Oh yeah, he's a scrub too. Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't improved in the last like 10 years.
Yeah, he like has like a level 100 Pikachu that loses to like a level 5 Snivy in black and white. So it's like okay. Like a Snivy right out of the starter pack.
Yeah, that reminds me. I really do need to finish watching. I really do need to finish watching. The better. This, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but it reminded me of anime that I finished. What you said, and then I was like, "There's another show that I need to finish watching. I need to finish Better Call Saul." My brain works in weird ways. Yeah, I need to finish that. I have to watch those.
I've not watched any Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, but I do remember there's a part in Breaking Bad where Jesse's playing Sonic 06, and I'm like, how is this even a real thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Those are good shows. You should watch them.
I know.
You might need. If you ever feel like you just need a video game break for a while, sometimes I do that. Like I just like.
Yeah.
I don't want to play video games for like a month, and then I don't. You know.
We got Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is the Wobbuffet's the last thing you want to see in a Nuzlocke. He is he's very scary. Oh, yeah, and that's one of the reasons why. I completely forgot. Because Wobbuffet has Shadow Tag, you can't switch out. So, oops. Did you know Wobbuffet was banned from competitive play?
Did not know that.
Well, it has to do with... Well, originally at first it had to do with Shadow Tag. And this is more of like a gameplay oversight than an actual, like, competitive thing, where I think if two Wobbuffets were fighting each other, you couldn't switch out, and they don't have moves that directly attack each other, so they would not be able to hurt each other, so it would be a stalemate. They fixed that. They fixed that in later generations by making you able to switch out if there's two Shadow Tag Pokemon out. But it's just kind of funny. Also, and by technicality, why not? Its pre-evolution is banned as well. Wobbuffet's such a funny Pokemon, though. Oh god, Mach Punch, I forgot! No, I can't even switch out either.
Fine, I guess you win. I have 30 of them. I can stop fighting these things now. Okay, next I need Antol, Legichitin. Big Antol. We need to go kill Big Antol.
Big
That's
ants.
easy to do. You know
Oh,
Antols,
I got
right?
countered. Damn it.
Fly Swatter, Kamado. Is that the one? Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big boy. I can probably kill that one. For the drop I need. Antol leg. Yeah, this isn't a queen Antol, it's a regular Antol, right?
Might be.
Level 77, that's good burst fodder.
God damn! I hit my top hit hard. Well, that might be a good idea, is to flatter Wobbuffet to make it confused. Yeah, you did it, Wobbuffet. What did I do? A trace shadow tag. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Come on, guys, you need to burst it.
I'm gonna imprison Hitmontop so it can't use Shadow Rush anymore. It's actually a competitive strategy is to like have a Pokemon that knows Imprison, and then have it also know Protect. So the Pokemon you're fighting, so the opponent can't use Protect.
Out of curiosity, did you ever actually do like the whole competitive Pokemon thing, like tournaments and stuff?
I did not. I just liked learning about it, and I did a few like Pokemon Showdown stuff, but like I never did anything major. I like competitive Pokemon for like the way it gives value to certain strategies and Pokemon as a whole. So I just like watching it.
Yeah, the only game I've ever gotten interested in like competitive play is, ironically, despite me shitting on it earlier, Brawl. I played Brawl competitively a little bit, but it was more just because it was so broken that it was more just like a joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like being good at that game is not very hard at all.
Yeah, especially if you play Meta Knight.
You just learn the tricks, you know, and that's it. Why does my party keep launch smashing? I have it set to do burst combos, not launch smash combos. Who even has a launch and smash in my party? I don't remember setting any of those. I'm confused. Oh, you know what? I think it's... Oh, I know what it's probably the Lucky 7 stuff.
Possibly. If you have the Lucky 7 talent art on, it probably is doing that.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Whatever, I can just... That's not something that happens most of the time anyway. Looks like I need standard quality, or rare quality, I mean. Antol Leg Chittens.
I feel like it's harder to get frickin' between normal and legendary quality items sometimes.
Yeah, it can be. I actually find that the hardest ones to get are actually the lowest quality, though, believe it or not. Like, right now I have 19 of the medium quality, 16 of the legendary quality, and only 9 of the regular quality. And what's really even more annoying is, like, the recipes for gems require specific qualities. They're not, like, compatible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, even if you get one that's more valuable than the other.
Yeah, you still have to go get the less valuable one.
That's kind of dumb, but...
Yeah, they should let you use... It should be like a thing where it's like you could just... As long as you have... If it requires only the lowest quality, it will use any quality you have. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, Dazen. I think I need to extend topple durations.
That can help.
Yeah, this guy doesn't stay toppled long enough. I don't know, everybody's dazing him pretty quick.
Yeah, so this location I'm at now has heavy ties with Celebi in the stone. And I really like this area in the game. It's like, and the music is so, it's just so calming. And the composer did a piano arrangement of the song and is so good. But I wish they'd bring this area back for like a Celebi important area because it's just really cool. Way better than that one place in Ilex Forest. That's just kind of lame if you ask me. You see my Hitmontop that I just caught. Got the black belt. mean, I guess that'd be good having 2 Intimidators, but like, I mean, one's more than enough. Right now I'm gonna purify my Pokemon when I get the ability to here in just a moment.
You were asking about the talent art Final Lucky 7?
Yeah, what about, like, I forget what I asked about.
I think the thing that charges it fastest is just doing the combos, is all it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you do, like, launch smash... If you have a party that's doing break topple and you can use launch smash repeatedly, you're gonna get it.
Okay. So it refills on combo usage?
Well, it seems to, at least it seems to. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, obviously. But, you know, it's hard to be 100% sure with anything on here. It probably refills slightly on other actions too, like, you know, like your roll combo or whatever.
Your roll, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I got an email. I feel like Strong Bad checking out his emails.
Email. How do you like to interface with email?
I don't use it a whole lot, honestly, but I will use it if necessary.
I use Gmail and I just use a Chrome, not a Chrome, a Firefox extension called Checker Plus for Gmail, and it just tells me when I have a new email, and then I just look at I just click archive on all the emails.
Oh, cool.
My inbox stays permanently empty because of that, because I always just
God, I need
anything that's not any good.
I need to do that. So now our next destination is Mount Battle, but we'll probably do that next time. I just want to purify my Pokemon first before I do anything else, before I end the stream. Because here's where we get all of our experience and stuff, and now we can, you know, do everything. I'll do Flaffy first. Oh shoot, it's fainted. It should be able to work. Forgot I didn't heal my Pokemon. Also, I like how this is the only part of the game that runs at 60 FPS, is like right here. Charge? Yeah. Laffy is evolving because it's above level 30. Also, this evolutions like thing in this game specifically used to scare me as a kid. Actually, I know it's kind of weird. It's just like the sudden change in like lighting and the sounds and stuff just freaked me out. And like I wasn't expecting it because I didn't know when Pokemon evolved. So I would always be kind of scared when I was like, oh god, what's going on?
It is a little spooky. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I agree with you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got spooky aesthetic.
Ampharos is a good boy. Let's do Magmar.
Okay, I think that covers all of the. Let's see. I have all the Antol jaws now.
Low kick.
Or whatever it was, Antol something or other. Antol, Chitin. Whatever. What is Chitin anyway? Like some sort of plug part that I don't know. No, I've never heard that
I
word
don't know.
before.
Well, Lava Plume. That's a decent spread move, but the problem is it hits your ally as well. Maybe I'll nickname these Pokemon next time as well. Do Curly, and we'll get Gardevoir here, so yay.
Oh yeah, Gardevoir. Everyone's favorite male Gardevoir.
Especially the internet's favorite.
Oh yeah, the internet loves male Gardevoir.
Oh, I only got 2 levels out of that? Well, it's probably because it kept dying a lot.
Hey, who doesn't love a good femboy, right? Gotta make the jokes. What's the nickname?
Oh, I don't have a nickname for it yet, but if you want to suggest one, I'd be more than glad to do it.
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, maybe next time. Sneasel got False Swipe. That's actually not bad, especially for catching Pokemon like this. An Ice Shard, ooh. It's a good move.
When you played PLA, did you nickname all your Pokemon or no?
I nicknamed some of them, not all of them though.
I had a lot of. I nicknamed almost all of them.
Shoot.
I don't know why. I just did for some reason. I was like, I'll come up with a name on the spot, and usually it was like a dumb name, but you know.
And then last we got Crocodile here, and we'll get Feraligatr. Feraligator's one of my favorite Pokemon. Just a big old gator. And also, his name was so big that it didn't fit the character limit. So they had to compromise.
Hmm.
Yay, Surf. I mean, I guess it's okay, but I'm more of a physical attacker. So I'd like to have Waterfall.
Hmm. Well, anyway, I guess since the stream is getting closer to the end here, I'll probably take my leave for now.
Okay, that's all good. You
yeah.
stayed pretty much the whole thing, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I just figured I'd hang out, talk about some Xenoblade.
Yeah, of course. I think I had a good time.
Yeah. Pretty quiet afternoon on what is it? Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, not much
good.
goes on Thursdays. At least no for most people, I guess.
Yeah, Xenoblade icon update day it is, and that's it.
Yeah, and for now anyway.
Yeah. All right. You have a good rest of your day, man.
All right, I will see you later. Okay, we got some work to do here. Let me go back to the Pokemon Center. And I will give them some new moves via TM. See what I got for TMs then. Dig. Who can learn dig? Oh. For Alligator. Aerial Ace. Ooh. I really like its moveset. Well, I don't really need False Swipe. Clod Bulldoze. Alligator could probably do with that. Rid of Rain Dance. And we got the elemental punches too. I think I'll get rid of Surf. Thunder Punch, that'll be good for Magmar. Yeah. Don't really have anything else besides that, which kind of sucks. I'll have here. Calm Mind, Psychic, Draining Kiss, and Prison. Low Kick, Thunder Punch, Lava Plume. That's gonna have to be good enough for now. I think this is the team I'll go with for now. It's kind of good to me. So we got Feraligatr, Lairon, Magmar, Gardevoir, Top, and Ampharos. Team is subject to change and most likely will. Alright, and we're done for the day. So, my next stream will be Saturday. Saturday afternoon, and we will be playing the Splatoon 3 Splatfest. So look forward to that. Hopefully it's good. I'm hoping to be ready after work for that, so I'll keep you guys updated with that. And then we have... Thank you to all my people who do all my stuff for me, of course. Need to shorten these, because you already know. So we're going to raid somebody. Let's see who we're raiding. Yeah, nobody's really on. So I think I would just end the stream there. So I will see everybody on Saturday. So see you later.